Yeah, man. Yeah, man. My song right there. About to crank it up. Man, shout out to all you guys for being in here tonight. It's going to be a good subject. All right. Kalo K. Man, shout out for you guys for being in the building. I'm gonna let the brothers on in a second. But man, let me tell you, man. Right now, you see a lot of things happening in the travel community. That's why we have these spaces where the brothers can come together and we can talk about these things. The barber shop, whatever you want to call it, is a good thing. But let me tell you, man, this is nothing new, blaming black men for everything. My grandfather showed me something a long time ago called The Birth of a Nation. Not the Nate Parker Birth of a Nation, but this was a different Birth of a Nation from 1915. It was a movie glorifying the Ku Klux Klan. Even the president at the time, Woodrow Wilson, showed it. And what it was all these it started in the Civil War. Then it take place after the Civil War. And it showed that these black men had got these union officer things and they out here raping the women, going crazy. So this is a narrative that's been part of the American fabric for as long as we've been here, man. People always looked at us like we're going to mess something up. So I want to bring my brothers in on that and talk about this, man, a brotherhood conversation about the travel movement and different things going on. We all saw the guy, the whiskey and rum guy. So many people sent me videos about this guy saying this. And, he said, basically ninjas the messed up Sasua. And let me tell you, man, that can't be no further than the truth. Last night, the last night I went out in Sasua, I saw one of my European brothers, and shout out to my Europeans, shout out to my Latinos, shout out to all you guys who really rock with the channel. But look, the last night that I was out in Sasua, I saw a European brother, I don't know where he was from, fighting with a 304 because he didn't want to pay her. I mean, going crazy. He made a big scene. I don't see that happening with us as much. Not saying we don't have some dusties in our ranks, and that's why we have to deal with the dusties. But to put all that on us, now look, I'm gonna get into this in the video. I have my girl family works for the government in Sasua. So I know a lot of insights. I talked to the family member myself. It believe me, it didn't have anything to do with us. What's going on with Sasua? Sasua just making changes. And all over, whether it's Colombia, I got OJ in the building. We're gonna deal with all these different things because it's always our fault. We are the face, and a lot of it comes from us ourselves. Man, if you see the things that a lot of self-hate Negroes say about each other in the travel space, you wouldn't believe it. So without any further ado, I'm going to start adding the brotherhood because these are the conversations that we need to have. Everybody is in the building. Man, salute to the panel, man. How you guys doing, man?
Doing good.
So good, bro.
Look, man. So
we going out there on a cruise ship.
Yeah, God damn, man. Hey, listen. Okay, I was gonna call you today, brother. Man, I know you. I wouldn't even bother you today if I knew you was out there living in luxury like that, big dog.
I can't complain, fellas. I can't complain, man.
Yeah, let the brother see.
Bahamas somewhere out in the middle of nowhere. But you know what? The brotherhood is my priority, man. So
that's facts.
I'm always.
But on Jay, let me ask you: do you see any ninjas throwing sofas over the board, or anybody doing anything crazy? Hey, let us know.
Oh, they're not throwing sofas aboard, but man, they be out here wrong, brother.
Okay, now we're gonna get into it.
I'm talking about the socks with the sandals on, the knee-high socks, the Jordans on at the feet. Like, come on, fellas, we got to do better, man. We got to do better.
Okay, man, this about to get good, so everybody in. But look, man, I'm gonna start with my brother Gents. Look, I want all y'all to answer this question, man, because this stuff is important. Why do you think that and this is going to be a question for everybody. Look, I wrote them all down. Why do you think people feel that black men act reckless when they traveling around the world? Is it a fable, or is it just how people see us? We supposed to be on a plantation. We're not supposed to travel. Gents on the go. You got the first. Go ahead.
What's going on? So I think like the kind of people that do travel, it's not, especially with brothers, it's not everybody. Like from what I've seen personally, like the kind of guys that actually travel are pretty, good guys. You got your Pookies and your Ray Rays, they'll slide in there every now and then. But for the most part, a lot of the brothers are real, solid. Just regular guys. They just want to have fun. I know when I was in Susua, I've never seen so many guys like so positive. I had never seen so many black men just grinning, just cheesing, just smiling all day, every day. So, yeah.
Yeah, so that's a good thing. Look, Cam, before I get you look, Sin City, man. Look, man, we wear Saints hats over here. Everybody got their own thing. And look, I wear Saints of New York because New York was the first people who rock with me. So I always keep the New York hat. But let me tell you, man, I'm gonna open it up in a little while where other people can get on and base that. So my brother was saying that he feels like most people he met been well to do, just like me. Brother Cam, what you think about this question, man?
I don't. My thing is, I don't think it's like black guys or black men the issue. I think the issue is, I got all my phones going off. The issue is that a lot of people are figuring this out now. Yeah. So if you go back then, really, there's only people who afforded. It was mainly white guys who were able to afford the money to go travel places like this. Not everybody. So like my grandfather, he was always traveling and going back to DR and Puerto Rico and these small islands because that's where he grew up. So it's different from us, the masses, figuring out like, hey, I can go live in Colombia. I can go live in Sosua. I can go live in these places. So these guys had it. These older generation had it, which was mainly, I'm gonna just say like white guys. It was mainly white dudes who was here earlier. Yeah. I've seen a lot of Asian people there as well. But now they're mad that everyone figured it out. And they're blaming us because it's the easiest person to point at. Well, it's them. They're always coming here with their cell phones and other stuff. But I personally just don't see that. I feel like it's just that everyone figured it out. There's internet now. My 13-year-old nephew was like, I want to go to Colombia. I never spoke to him about my travel. He said, I want to go to Colombia.
Watching one of OJ videos.
Yeah. So it's just something about the internet, and we're getting the blame for it because it's just easier to blame us. Like, hey, they're causing here, they're up here, they're throwing cash, they're spending extra money, they're doing all this stuff, killing it. But we're just the easiest people to blame.
And look, I saw ninjas do little things, but I've also saw look, if you know the things I saw Dominican dudes do, you would not. I mean, I saw Dominican dudes. Look, I saw 2 Dominican dudes fighting over a toilet that somebody threw out of a barrio apartment. And I'm talking about fighting. I'm talking about with machetes. So when I hear a person putting this on African Americans, I'm like, man, what are you talking about? Most of the dudes that I see are just stand-up guys. Now look, I have witnessed brothers throwing money in the air. I was in the club before in Santo Domingo. It was one dude. He threw a rack in the air. I just got the hell out of there. But that was years ago. I don't really see dudes moving like that. But even if they did, that's on them. They're not out here messing with no kids. They're not doing bad things. So, Brother Rock, why do you think so many people put that bad image on us, brother?
And you know why. At the end, they gonna always blame us before they blame everybody else. That's been going on forever. It's like Cam said, man. Europeans and others been going overseas forever, and ain't nobody say nothing. And then as soon as we start going over there, now suddenly a big deal. Like when it comes to even with the whole passport bro movement thing, that all became really a problem when they realized it was a lot of, black people that was doing it. Then suddenly it was a problem. If white dudes was doing passport bros, it probably wouldn't really be a real thing right now, to be honest. But like I said, and then like I said, you guys are gonna have people out there that's gonna be that one bad apple spoil the tree. Unfortunately, you're gonna have brothers go out there and gonna act a damn fool, and then they gonna think, well, we all act a fool when majority of us don't. Like I didn't been out the country where I didn't seen some brothers that was out of pocket, and I didn't check a couple brothers before where I was
Yeah.
like, come on, like you don't want to have that put that reputation because they gonna all look at us like that. But the majority of brothers I come across, man, they good brothers. They don't be about none of that. They just stay to themselves, have their fun, enjoy themselves. So yeah, I just think it's a stigma that gets put out there with that one bad apple spoil the tree. It's always gonna be like that. So that's unfortunately ain't nothing you can really change. And as soon as we do something, of course it's gonna get heightened way more than a little bit. So that's the unfortunates that come with that.
Yeah, it's something about that melanated skin, man. They like to use it. They like to use it to jump off. Like I was just telling you guys about that birth of nation. It was a big thing, and people looked at black men like we were savages. They looked at us like we were trying to grape everybody. We trying to do this. So the same thing happens right now in society. Not all white guys are like this. Look, I wouldn't be where I got to keep it a buck. When it comes to real estate, a lot of things, a white dude taught me the game. So I don't really have any beef with whites or anybody else, but I have beef with a lot of the black brothers who throw us under the bus. Because let me tell you, you don't know how many emails I get from dudes on the daily. Ronan, man, I rock with you, but man, stop telling brothers to come to Santo Domingo. Them ninjas go mess up Santo Domingo. I'm like,
I get that all the time.
I tell dude, look, Santo Domingo is not Tesua, and Santo Domingo is something big. You can't. Santo Domingo, first of all, got enough Pookies and Ray Rays just off top. Like, if you come down there playing, you're gonna get your head popped. That's just not.
You go to
like on Jay side this over to you. Coming to Colombia, if you're making the wrong moves, you're gonna get your head popped. So on Jay, like you're a guy like me, older. Why do you think they put that stigma on us? Not saying we don't do nothing, but the vast majority of people who's traveling is not on that foolishness like that. I'm talking about for as black men.
Well, I think, can you hear me okay?
Yeah, we hear you perfect.
Okay. I think it's mainly because, think about this. Everything that we do in society, we take it to another level. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's pop culture, whether it's the rap game, it's like everything will be a 1 or 2, but when we do it, it's like a 10. So I just think that, in every society, man, the bad people are always going to stand out over the good people. So you can have 99% of brothers that travel and nothing happens, but that one Pookie or Ray Ray, it kind of messes it up for all of us. It's funny because, so I put something out there yesterday. Me and Katya was thinking about doing a, guys always talking about, I want to meet a regular chick, right? So we wanted to make a dating group to where we could have meet and greets for guys that want to meet regular women. She was going to bring all her Facebook friends, and then I was going to pick out some gringos. Man, you should have seen the DMs I'm getting and the responses I'm getting. They're like, no, hell no, man. Them Pookies and them ninjas going to mess it up. They gonna mess up your reputation. This is coming from our own people,
Yeah, what I mean.
Saying that don't do it. Like, I've got more don't do it than do it. They was like, I would love to have something like that, but they feel like they gonna mess it up, and so it's just like, wow, but man, you know what? We just got to think positive, and we just have to, I think we should hold our own people more accountable. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, that's true. I
understand that maybe it's not fair, but when we do see guys messing up, we need to correct them, or we need to check them, because it makes the rest of us look bad. When guys come over to Colombia or DR and, they tell the chick one thing, and then after it's over with, they want to give another thing, another amount. They, throwing money in the club. I've seen it, bro. And I ain't never seen nobody else from any other races doing that, and like I said, I care.
No, that's
I'm
true.
Hold my own people more accountable than
that's true.
Anybody else. I don't see other races coming over wearing a whole bunch of jewelry when they walking around or whatever, thinking that they can't be touched. So, a lot of times, we get a bad rap, but some of the stuff, I mean, I have to be honest, we kind of bring on ourselves, and of course now with, YouTube and all the social media platforms, like you said, other people have been visiting these countries for years, but now with YouTube, everything is put out there on blast.
All right, so you're saying there's no white creek cameras? Now look, I've never met a white creek camera. No, I never met a white one. I never met a white one.
They don't hold them to the same standard as they hold our creek cameras. You know what I mean?
All right, now that's a question on Jay. Look, so even with that being said, I feel like other people get the benefit of the doubt and we don't.
We don't
get the benefit of the doubt. I don't care if you're in the United States,
Facts.
You're traveling. We never ever get the benefit of the doubt. And a lot of it too is that because we're so hard on each other. I was listening to Dr. Claude Anderson talking about this before, and he was looking at and what he was talking about when he was younger, or he was trying to do business. They had a white man was selling ice on one side of the street. Black man was selling ice on the other side of the street. They thought the white man ice was colder.
Yeah.
So look, you got a group of people who were raised slave-minded who think that white people couldn't do no wrong, but with us, we're wrong. So look, even with, I do real estate, you do real estate. You don't know how many times I have walked into my own house that I own, and the person looking at me like I'm the maintenance man.
Right. You don't own it.
I'm the owner, but this person is looking at me like I just wrote into it. Okay, that maybe is a good thing that you're going to talk freely in front of me, not knowing that I own this stuff. So that's the thing, that we don't give each other the benefit of doubt. So we got a super chat on JR. Maybe this for you. Oh yeah, they're talking about congrats on your monetization.
Man, appreciate it.
Yeah, this for you on Jay.
I want to give a shout out right quick.
Go ahead.
Guy, Warmstrong Adventures. He's actually out here on the cruise. I met the brother, man. Good brother. You guys need to follow him. His name is Bill, and he has a travel channel, Warmstrong Adventures. He said hello in the chat, man. But that shows you, man, when you get into this YouTube universe, man, the world becomes a smaller place. Me and this brother out here going in the Bahamas, and we just chit chatting. He's like, "Yeah, I got a YouTube. Yeah, I got a YouTube." We talking about the camera and everything. And really good guy, man. Had a cigar with him last night, and that's what it's all about, the brotherhood. So this is another retired gentleman out here living his best life. So it's not all of us, man. And I can tell you this now, as far as Colombia, most of the time, the ones that's out there doing that white powder and all that other stuff or whatever, that ain't us. I'm gonna be honest with you. That is not our thing, And but some of the chicks would tell me like, "Oh, this guy, he wants that, he wants this, he wants that." And most of the time, we just out to clap them cheeks. But like I said, man, I want to hold my people accountable. I don't care about what they doing, but I know one thing. I will say this: in my heart, I don't believe that it's us that's messing with them kids.
Yeah,
I don't believe that. And there hasn't been too many issues with that. It's been other people, so but like I said, we're held to a higher standard, I think, than most other travelers.
Okay, I'm glad you said so. And that's the thing, not saying that we won't do things. I think that, look, different races do different kind of stuff. Look, brothers are, we more flossy. We gonna throw money. Like, we gonna do that ninja stuff that, like, I'm talking about I'm saying we as brothers is like melanated people gonna cut up in a different way. I have been in places, I say, hey, like, just like Brother Rob was saying, he tried to check them, try to talk to them. I have tried to tell young dudes and they don't listen to me. Know what I gonna do? Hop in my Uber and I go home. I'm too old for it, man. I'm an old ninja. Look, I go talk. Look, man, one night, bro, I'm telling you, man, I was in VIP Mixer and they got some heavy hitters in there, man. I mean, it's going down. And I'm by what I mean by heavy hitters, you got a lot of street people in there that night. I know I can look, if you grew up around the hood any kind of way, the hair on the back of your neck gonna stand up. Something don't feel right. Man, these cats in there throwing money on their phone. They got jewelry on like Mr. T. I go up to one of the dudes, I say, "Hey, bro, where you from?" He like, "Man, I'm from here, such and such." I'm like, "Hey, man, you got attention on you." I say, "Man, look around. Everybody looking at you." He said, "I'm in here with my boy." I'm like, "Man, dude, y'all can't take on everybody in here. You got to walk out." And then anybody been to VIP Mixer, when you walk out, you're right there, man. You got the water right here. left or right. You ain't got nowhere else to run at. Them cats can do you in if they want. And let me tell you something about DR. You flossing like that, nobody's gonna help you. They're gonna look at you like that's good for you. They're gonna be like, oh, he should have known better. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
like, you ain't here doing that.
right.
So after I told him a couple of times, Brother Rob, I got my Uber and I went back down to my spot. I went back home, and that's on you, because I'm trying to tell you I'm trying to tell you like an uncle, hey man, don't do that, but you're gonna do it anyway. There's nothing I can do about that. But gents, look. No, go ahead, Jay. Go ahead.
And well, I just kind of wanted to respond to the last comment that was basically saying 3 black men. First of all, okay, you're gonna say 3 black men was arrested. There was a Venezuelan in that group. Okay, you know.
Wait, what are you talking about? Where this was at?
He left out old crusty, extra salty Uncle Rico. You know, he left off the Venezuelan guy. Now,
all the way at the bottom.
I never said that black guys have never done any of that. But I'm going to tell you this. I will say that the majority of people that have gotten caught up with them young girls are not black. This group happened to have 1 or 2 of them in there, but there were also some Venezuelans that was on the news. But, you know, I don't agree with that. I mean, no matter who it is, I don't give a damn. Nobody should be doing it. You know what I'm saying? I'll hold anybody accountable for messing with kids. So we don't promote, we don't promote none of that stuff. So it's not about who's wrong or who's right. Any person that messes with a child, to me, is garbage, you know?
Yeah, so old crusty, extra salty Uncle Rico. I don't know who that is, but I know DC Rob is. But if anybody messing with a child, they deserve.
We don't condone that. So
no, we don't condone. I'm a man with 3 daughters myself. I have 3 daughters. Any man look, we talked about this the other day. Anybody watch my channel have always heard me talk about, I don't have no respect for a man mess with a child.
No,
I have 0. Chomos, I don't care what happens to them. So old crusty extra cracker Rico, Uncle, look, old crusty extra salty Uncle Rico. We all agree on that. Look, if a black man is doing something, but we talking about the vast majority. If a black man doing something, I'm gonna come at his head. But I'm saying, why are we always blamed? I don't care, even United States. The fall of the black community, whatever, it's our fault. If a cop see you, it's your fault. That's what I'm saying. Why are we the face? Why everybody blame us for everything? It's time for us to start swinging back. That's all I'm saying. We need to swing back. So look,
we're not condoning anything that
we're not condoning nothing.
No,
like on Jay, I said this the other day, man. We gonna handle this like a jailhouse gang. If people in your squad doing something, we gonna check them. You don't have to worry about that. We gonna deal with them. You know what I'm saying? I ain't condoning none of that. Anybody messing with, there's too many women out here in this world for you to be messing around with somebody underage. You get your ass whooped. Excuse me.
Hey, bro, when there be open up the first every person will have to check.
But be him on the waves. You breaking up on Jay.
Slow down.
Yeah.
We can't hold on. You're breaking up.
Yeah, it's that internet out here.
But you doing your thing.
Ain't too much of it out there.
Go ahead, repeat yourself. You should be good now.
Yeah. We can hear you now.
No, I said that when I open up my Airbnb in January, you better believe everybody that come through that joint gonna have to show an ID. I don't care if the woman look 50, because I don't play that. That's man. Good. No.
Jay, that is good. But look, so even like the brother saying, Rico guy is saying, there are people who do chicey stuff. And I'm telling you, man, we're not going to condone any of that. Like you just said, you're going to check that. And most of the places, I can't speak for Colombia. You can. But any dude that I've saw in the DR and I've been around him and the chick looked way too young for what anything's going on, I have told him, man, let that girl go on about her business. Straight up. I have told him, hey, man, she look a little young to me. Let her go on about her business. You don't need to be dealing with, you don't need those problems. And most of the time when he's around me, he's like, gosh, she look that young? Yes, she look young. I have kids, so I know when I see a kid, when I see one, hey, girl, go home. You know, get out of here. Go ahead. I understand you trying to make some money for whatever, But I tell a dude, man, you don't need them kind of problems. We don't need that. I hold men to a standard. That's what I'm always do. And I'm always trying to help black men to raise to the level. Well, I open my platform up to the brothers because I believe in the brotherhood. I don't know everything. I need to hear. Now look, we got our 2 young brothers at the top, and I'm gonna drop the look. If old Uncle Krusty Rico whatever want to jump on, he can jump on and say his points. But I'm not gonna let you just dog black men because out of no reason. Because we can always find a person doing anything anywhere. You know what I'm saying? But we gonna definitely check them. So my brother, Jens on the go. Let me ask you this question. So do you think in any kind of way, and this ties into what the guy Rico's saying, is it true you think that we got, is it a large number of black men acting like this, or is this a small number of black men? As a young brother.
So I think it's a short, obviously majority are, just trying to have a good time. And, you just have those few that just kind of mess it up and they just put a bad name. Obviously, like you said, we get held to a higher standard. There's many reasons, and especially in the States, there's a history behind that as well. Anything bad, they reference it to black, anything. So I think like I said, the majority of guys are just trying to have fun. From what I've seen, talk to other guys, majority of the guys are just trying to have fun, but the few that do start wilding out, acting crazy, they just kind of ruin it. But so yeah.
So look, you yourself just coming from Dominican Republic. Did you see a lot of black men behaving badly, or you just saw brothers acting regular?
Nah, I've seen a lot of brothers acting regular. I mean, from my experience, I'm trying to really kind of think everything back, but from what I've seen, everybody was like having a good time. Nobody was trying to. I mean, it's kind of the first time I've really seen that. Obviously, stepping out of the States, because here at home you don't really see that too often. But seeing brothers like everybody's, on the same accord, having a good time,
Brotherhood.
No drama, no beef, everybody just smiling. Like that's the type of environment that I saw.
So did you feel any racism, or you just felt like you were with a brotherhood? How did you feel?
I mean, from your videos, from everything you said about the brotherhood, that's how it was. Me and Flip and me and other guys, and the older guys kind of giving me the game that have been to Sasua a couple times and just kind of passing that knowledge down. And if I've seen guys that just got there, maybe they came a little bit after me, first time there, I give them the game. So it's really that. It's really a brotherhood.
So that's what I'm saying. Like we usually look out for ourselves. We usually
Exactly.
Now look, that don't mean every ninja gonna listen to us. So what you're saying is you kind of proving what I said. And before I get to you, Cam, we got a sister in here. Hello, travel bros. As a black female traveler, I don't know which one of the guys she follow. I see other nationalities, not black men, getting drunk and disorderly fighting. Yes, that's what I look. Shout out to this sister. That is true. If she got a channel, man, follow. Look, you got a channel, drop it in there. But she's talking the truth. I see other people, and I'm not really dissing. And remember, I'm not speaking on Colombia. I'm talking about DR, and I'm mainly talking about Santo Domingo, and Sosua to a certain extent. But Cam, going into this with this same question, man, like you are well traveled. You've been a lot of places in Latin America. You yourself are part Haitian and Dominican, so you get to experience this from another level. Is any of it valid? What they're saying about us?
So it's not valid as a whole, but I have seen certain things where guys act out. But I seen dudes get in a fight about 6 or 7 years ago. Some dudes from Spain, white guys from Spain.
Yeah.
I forget, it's a place in Zona Colonia, a little club, like way in the back. Those dudes got into a fight. I don't know over what, but they got too drunk. I guess a dude didn't like he started dancing with his lady, and they got into a fight. And these are white guys. No one said, "Hey, it's a rap." They ruined everything. The police just came, sent them on their way. Nothing happened. I didn't see no videos being made. It's just weird to me, but I see it all around. I see when I go to Colombia, I don't really see like black people starting issues. I be seeing everyone. I see a lot of people causing problems. But the crazy thing, the most part who I see causing issues is women. Oh my god, dude! If you ever stayed on a resort, man, these girls would get so drunk and start acting a fool. Like I seen it mainly with women. I'm not gonna lie to you. They just all races. They'll get drunk, start acting a fool. I just came from Santo Domingo Airport. These two ladies was so drunk waiting on a plane, they didn't let them on a plane because they was acting a fool. So it happens.
So you saying a lot of the drama come from women?
From what I seen, I don't know how many times I've been at an airport or a resort, and I seen chicks yelling, throwing stuff, complaining about a price, and drunk. Yeah, I've always seen a guy do it twice. This is out of like 14 years of just being on a move. I've always
I saw a lot of white dudes do this because some white men are entitled, like get out the way. I saw older white men do these type things, but I also have been helped by a lot of my white brothers, so I'm in the middle on it. And look, again, before somebody say this stuff, Ron's talking racist. And look, man, I have a white grandmother. I come from a mixed family. So, but at that being said, I'm gonna hold y'all ninjas accountable too. Yeah. I'm gonna hold all the sides accountable. Well, so
but I would say real quick, I would say real quick, I do see a lot of guys getting overly drunk and start to get reckless. And so I see it. So I would say dudes need to temper down on the drinks. And just be saying the girl gonna come with you either way. You just gotta have the money. That's it. You'll be fine. Dudes be getting over drunk. They be acting up. They be laughing. They be pushing their boys. Man, you don't need him. I take both of them on. I was like, oh Lord. Like you said,
you're right. I have saw stuff like that. I just go. So let me ask you this, brother. Wait, gents. So you had stuff. Now we're gonna open it up soon because we're not gonna stay on long. And I'll let any brothers get on here and put their side of it, because this is the barbershop. We want other people's influence on it. Like I tell people, I don't know everything. I never feel like I know everything. And even when I make a video, I tell people, that's my experience. You're going to come to Santo Domingo or Sosua or whatever. You might have a different experience. On Jay got a experience and caught the hand of that. Maybe I don't have. Brad came there. Brad couldn't even see him was clapping cheeks. So let me say, shout out to Brad. Pow, pow, pow. I'm okay with. Now look, I'm Jay. Now look, I'm gonna make y'all laugh. Now was Brad really hitting them cheeks, or did the woman have a hand like this?
Oh, you're wrong.
Okay, shout out to Brad. She was doing this to him. Go ahead, Brad.
Hey, I tell you what, Ronin. Look, I gave him the upstairs room, but I tell you what, I couldn't sleep for about an hour, man. That dude.
But
I can't say I saw it, but I heard a lot of activity
you heard it
above my head.
You need to do is touch and feel.
Yeah. I don't want Brad. I ain't want the woman to come in there with a loaf of bread and Brad on top of that loaf of bread. Going hard. Look, man, shout out to Brad, man. I'm just playing around. Brad, look, man, we got love for you, my brother. I'm just joking, Brad. But Brother Rock, answer this question. Look, how do you think social media plays a role in shaping the narrative that is all black men's fault?
No, that's been going on for a little minute. Like,
and we go social media. Go ahead with it.
Oh yeah, listen. Whether you on Instagram, TikTok, like they make sure that it's like they find whoever they can that's in that negative light and put it straight to the forefront all the time. That's their mindset, and it pisses me off because I know so many good brothers out here that ain't about none of that life. And then it's like if I tell somebody, I'm traveling or whatever the case may be, it's automatically I get warped in whatever. Oh, y'all out here doing this and y'all. I said. Ain't about none of that. Like, and the brothers I be around, I meet tons of brothers. I ain't meet not one brother that was on some crazy stuff where I was like, yo, go ahead with that. And like I said, I might have seen situations like Cam said where they might have been a little drunk and acting up, especially like in Rumbles or something like that. They start wilding out and all. They got their squad, and I'm just like, y'all doing too much. Like, it ain't even called, like he said, it ain't even called for. Like, you're going to get what you want at the end of the day. So it's like,
Exactly.
I don't even see the point of why you acting up like that. Like, this, like, the number one thing, stop taking that. I said it in the last live, I think, and I'm going to keep saying this until it get across. Stop taking what you got in America. Stop taking that overseas, man. It is not the same mentality. You're going to look like an idiot. Like, all that you want to be flashy, all that you want to make attention with yourself is going to be all the bad attention. And I'm quite sure Uncle tell you go over Colombia, you try to get that attention, you're going to get the wrong attention.
You're going to get it.
Yeah, you're going to get the wrong thing in Colombia.
So, yeah,
but right, that's the same thing in like Santo Domingo. Colombia, like, look, Cartagena, you can get the issue. Santo Domingo bigger than Cartagena. Like, you're going to get the same thing, man. You're going to get clapped. Like, you go there acting like that. So anytime somebody tell me, why are you telling ninjas to come to Santo Domingo? I'm like, oh, man, you ain't got to worry about that in Santo Domingo. Sosua is small, and especially where all the brothers go. Look, you got to realize this about Sosua. I tried to get dudes to go stay in Ocean Village, which is just right down the road. Love Ocean Village. Beautiful. They're like, man, it's not on the strip. I'm like, yeah, but you can just take a taxi. It's like 10 minutes. Now I want to be right there. So this is why I try to get people to understand. Most ninjas ain't going outside of Pedro Clasante and the surrounding area. So that's not really all of Sosua. Sosua is way bigger than that. That's what people don't realize. So because they see cats walking around with the pre-cam showing this and that, they think that's the whole Sosua. And then people say, I hate Sosua. And I tell people all the time, did you go over here to go with it? I didn't know they had that. Well, that's not Sosua. You just got to realize. So say you hate the image of Sosua. Don't tell me you hate Sosua. Say I hate the image that's promoted on creep cam videos.
Right.
If you say that, all right, now I know what you're talking about. So on Jay, social media and whether it's creep cam, whatever, do you think that's that's why the image is pushed on us as much as it is?
Yeah, I mean, everything we do now is being blasted. But I tell you what, man, as a black man and living over there and seeing different guys coming over there, I charge my people with overpaying. I charge y'all. Y'all coming over there overpaying. Y'all doing too much. I charge y'all with coming over there wearing a bunch of jewelry. Not everybody, but I'm telling you, it's a lot of cats. I charge y'all with pillow talking. Okay? Y'all won't come over there and realize it's just your turn. You coming over here falling in love, and then when you see her with some other dude, you're mad at or whatever, you snitching and everything. It's a lot of y'all out here snitching now. Because y'all the ones that got, it wasn't white boys that the group shut down. It was our own people. It was our own people. I ain't had a white boy in any group. But my people, y'all been snitching. And you falling in love or whatever. Act like you done had a piece when you come over, man. Don't let these girls get you caught up and all in love or whatever. Not saying that you can't find love, but it ain't gonna be over the weekend. I've preached that since I've been coming on the show, but it's just a small few, man. But the majority of guys, man, they are mature. They come over, they have a good time. We go to vibes. I mean, I met so many good brothers, man, through the travel space, but we just got to do better, man. And we got to hold our own people accountable. I mean, I'm seeing brothers come up in the joint, man. I'm talking like spending, it ain't got nothing to do with pocket watching. But man, I mean, come on, man. When you can get the same thing for $100, and you paying $400 and $500, like, no. But I mean, if that's what you choose to do, that's your money. But you don't have to do that. You don't have to. You don't have to bring the Western mindset of what it takes to get a woman over in the United States and bring it to Colombia. Just like Ross said, it's unnecessary. There is no competition. The only competition is green over there. And at the end of the day, that's not, if you're talking about a regular chick, now that's a whole nother conversation. That's getting your Spanish game up. That's going out to the barrio. You are not going to find that chick that that's going to be wifey material inside of the club. And y'all know what I mean when I say the club.
Yeah.
You know,
And look,
so,
on Jake, look, because brothers ask me this about you all the time. You got a solid chick. I got a solid chick.
right.
How did you meet your chick? The woman you got. She's a solid woman.
Yeah. So I met Katya actually on Tinder, but this is what I did. I put no prepago
Yeah.
on my thing, and it's really easy if you look at those profiles. If a chick is on yachts, if a chick is on balconies of these expensive hotels, you can cross them right off the list. But a lot of times, instead of looking for the obvious signs, we try to think of a reason why we should keep her, you know.
Yeah.
But it's usually there. If she's in a thong or something, my girl was in work clothes and she was at functions with her kids and different things like that. So I was like, okay, she's solid. Then come to find out she was a homeowner. But man, look, if she's in bikinis all day and she's always got the little back shot, you know, showing, you know what's up, man. Come on. Because I'm gonna tell you this, at least in Colombia, I don't know about Dominican Republic, but in Colombia, most locals do not do the tourist stuff. Like, she's been living there for 51 years, and I'm just now introducing her to things that we indulge in when we come to Colombia. So the signs are there, man. But a lot of times, like I said, we just ignore it, and we only look at, oh, she's bad, she's a baddie, there's no way she's doing this. Man, look, their level of what they consider baddie and what we consider is two different levels. These dudes, like you said, Dominican dudes, man, they don't give a rat's butt about those chicks over there. And it's the same thing here in Colombia. They don't look at them like, oh, that's a dime piece or whatever. You know,
No,
they don't look at them, but we look at them totally different, man. But you know, like,
well, hold on, Jay, that's fighting words. So you saying that? So look on Jay. So you saying we look at the women like dimes because brothers only used to dealing with big Shirleys? Come on, man. brothers only listen to dealing with them big Shirleys.
Man, hey, I don't know, man. I mean, because I had baddies when I was in the States, so that's not everybody's situation and their road is different. But
so you had that long money, you get whatever you want. I got you.
Shout out to Al Travels. I mean, the Tinder thing, man. Hey, bro. Hey, it is what it is. I mean,
you win some, you lose some with Tinder.
I met her on Tinder. I mean, most guys.
Main one from Tinder.
Yeah, I mean, Tinder was invented for regular chicks first. It wasn't just invented for pros. You know what I'm saying? But I will say this: I've been with her a whole year, and not one red flag. I met the family. We live together. You know, we're together 24/7. So, and I know for a fact that she definitely wasn't a pro. She was a homeowner. So there are chicks, and she's not the first girl that I've met off. Pretty much every chick that I've been with in Colombia, I met off Tinder. But I can tell you what, I've met 2 doctors, 1 dentist, a lawyer, and her international business. So that's 5 professional women. But like I said, I'm not looking for the obvious. I'm not looking, oh man, let me see if she got a nice bikini shot on. I'm not looking for her with this big lifestyle or whatever, you know. Sometimes that simple girl that's covered up, that's the one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I got plenty of partners that I'm not gonna name no names, but they have women that they're like, man, this girl, man, she lives at home, she can't hardly come out. That's the one you should be chasing.
Yeah, but you know, like you say, everybody different. I got
everybody's
like
different,
that too.
you know.
Look, even me, I done been different people myself. I done been the guy that just want to deal with women like that. And I've been the guy that looking for, hey, look, I've always been this dude, man. So my stepdad raised me and my dad. My stepdad was a crazy man named Bruce. Love Bruce to death. I told you, my stepdad was a notorious cheater, right? So many times he done gotten drunk and called his own house. My mom like, Ninja, you're calling your own house. This ain't no Sue. My mom be like, this Sylvia, Ninja. This is not Sue. You know, look, my mom called him one day. This is funny, man. I gotta tell y'all, man. So my stepdad was a manager of a store in New Orleans. I ain't gonna say which one. My mom showed up at the job looking for him, and she go to his second office This ninja done built the whole bedroom. He was knocking down other women in his place, but he took care of the family.
Right.
I never wanted for nothing. And my father, so I had two fathers, my stepdad and my biological dad, and they both took care of me. But I learned things from both men. But you know what? Now I'm gonna get personal. This real talk. My mom never loved my dad like she loved my stepdad. My biological dad is on business. So this is for all you guys think because you got money, a woman gonna love you and you're perfect. My stepdad didn't have that much money. My mom loved him to death, and so did every other woman in our neighborhood. So but my dad had way more. But my stepdad just did what the hell he wanted to do. And the women looked at him like he just was an alpha. My mom she stayed with him, even though he did those things. My mom stayed with him. So a woman will stay with you and go through hell with you if she finds you attractive. And what makes a woman attractive more than anything is a man following his purpose. So my stepdad's purpose was to clap cheeks. It sounds funny, but that was this ninja's purpose. He he lived for it, and you know, and that's how he is to this day. And my biological dad died, and he eventually got married, and he stayed with another woman his whole life. But I learned two things from them. And I learned to be my stepdad, not my biological dad. My stepdad, I learned that live your life for whatever your goals are. If it's to clap cheeks, if it's to build businesses, whatever it is, do what you got to do. So finish your thought on Jay.
No. I mean, you pretty much touched on everything. I mean, it's just like I said, we just got to do better, man, and hold each other more accountable. You know what I'm saying? And now, Al, I would pick you just had that little emoji like you was wondering about the Tinder, but yeah, man, it's some good chicks out there. You know, you just got to vet them and make sure you're on top of your game. You know what I'm saying? As far as yeah, it's nothing, like I said, man, it's not that hard, you know, but a lot of times we want to try to make something good that ain't good, you know, and you just got to realize, man, the majority of these chicks, they just out for play, you know, that pay for play. Yeah. So it is what it is, you know, but there are good chicks out there, just like there are good travelers and there's bad travelers, you know what I mean? Okay. I would say the majority of the men that I've met that come down to Cartagena are good guys, man, professional guys looking just to enjoy their life, you know. Now, is there a few bad cookies and rays? Of course. But I think that's everywhere. Just like it's a few bad, and I'm not talking about that there's no other bad people in other races because I'd be lying. There's other, but I think we just pay more attention to our own than we do the other stuff that's going on.
But look, on Jay, let me say this before I go back to my brother Jets. There's people in Colombia too. I ain't gonna say the brother name. He's not a brother, but I saw him make videos too, doing the same thing that the whiskey guy did. I think the whiskey guy spoke out of turn. He used to live in Sosua. Now he's in. I know he wish he could take that shit back. You know what I'm saying? He like, damn, I done effed up. No, I know he wish he could take that back. But I saw this guy he's in Medellin, and he kind of says the same thing about black men. Like Medellin wasn't as bad before black men started coming. I'm like, what is he talking? Look, the cartel, they were hanging people, blowing up buildings. You trying to say? I'm like, when I heard him say that, I swear, if I was around him, I'd put them paws on him, like Lil Scrappy say. I just felt that bad. I was so upset that he said that he was saying that Medellin is bad because of black men. After all the whole history of Medellin, people only robbing because of black men. I'm like, people have been robbing in there since I've been a kid in the 80s. You know, they've been doing these things. So don't put this. And look, and this the thing make it worse. He is not, and the dude that's made the video, he's not from the America. He's from like Europe somewhere saying this. And I'm like, what the hell?
That don't even count.
You see what Flip Flop just said in the chat? He said he just spoke on our shade and high numbers means stock going down.
Oh man. Shout out to Flip, man. I didn't even see you, my brother, man. Flip is my brother. I know Flip.
Halloween,
and I think And I think Flip handled that well. I watched it. Flip, man, let me tell you, people hate on Flip, man, but Flip started a lot of YouTube channels. I don't know why, man. Flip is a cool guy, a genuine dude. Flip, from what I've seen with Flip, like, look, and I'm gonna let the young brother just get on this right quick. And Flip has always tried to help people he didn't know. Look, even me from my YouTube channel, when I've been in the United States, dudes have went to Flip. And to my cats who know Dominican Republic from me, and Flip them went to him, and he embraced them and bought them out. So, gents on the go. How did Brother Flip treat you going there? He didn't even know you. How did he treat you?
So I got there and my phone wasn't working. So I was like, this is the first time meeting him. He didn't know me, and I just met him. I was like, man, I need to use your phone real quick to call my bank so I can get that squared away first. He was like, yeah, you can use it. And I got that squared away. I was able to, get my money right. And first place I ate at was his restaurant. And he asked me, he was like, what you got going on today, tonight? I was like, I just got here. So I hung out with him and his boys, and we had a pretty good time. And he just gave me all the game about Sosua, what to do, what not to do, and how to move. And that right there just kind of helped me out a lot. And I just hit the ground running. And for me, like the third day, I was moving. I ended up going to like 4 different cities. I know like a lot of brothers stay on the strip. I stayed like 7 minutes away, and I ended up renting an ATV, drove around. Like I was moving on my own. So from that moment, and took it from there.
So you gotta look at that. Flip don't even know you. Now think about that. Flip don't even know this brother, and he comes there and give you the game. Look, you know what? In the world we live in now with dudes, they want to be paid to help you. They want, hey man, you can buy my course. You know what I'm saying? But Flip gonna sit there and say, hey man, I got you. Same thing with Cam. Look, I met you at Flip, like personally. I knew you probably before then because we've been on live stream and everything. So even with you going to Flip, you did a whole videos with Flip.
Yeah.
Isn't Flip an awesome person? Don't we need him in the black community?
Oh, you need him. He's very helpful. Anytime I've spoken to him, like I was arriving at I think I was gonna miss my bus or something. I'm like, hey, you know a guy who can take me down to drive me back to Santo Domingo? Who's like, yeah, I know a guy who probably charge you around this price. I'm like, all right, cool. So he always had someone, hey, I need an Airbnb in this area. You got a couple spots for me? It's last minute. I need someone to stay for the night. Oh, hit up this guy. He always has somebody for you to call, someone for you to contact. You need boats. I was talking to him about doing a future event with him for like my family and the clubs I'm part of, because I want to bring a bunch of people over there. And I think he's just the best person for that. Especially if it's your first time, jack nothing, go to Flip Flops and he can help you out with everything. SIM card, eSIM, hotel, Airbnb, all of that stuff. He can even give you the.
But that's why people jealous though. This is where the jealousy comes from. Look, Flip, the first people I saw in the DR was Flip, TaylorMade, and the guy Chris Dogan. I can always get his name. These are the first cats I saw in the DR. These are the forefathers of the DR. So then I saw the Bo Regs and the Mikos after that. But you got to give these cats they props, man. Like just like Sarge said, Flip the plug. He is the plug. So people gonna hate on him. Brother got a successful restaurant, pretty chicas, and the chicas know how to deal with men. I mean, cool. On Jay, let me tell you, on Jay haven't been there yet. You're the only one on the panel haven't been to Flip. On Jay, you gotta come. You will love it. Look, you know what? On Jay,
I did meet Flip.
You did meet Flip.
Met spent the whole day together. Was like
on Jay and Ocean.
My whole life.
On Jay, you got that zapping Roger. Computer love. Computer love.
Yeah, Flip is a good guy, man. But what
Flip
it is?
Flip is an awesome guy.
When people talking about you, man, they're jealous or they want to be you. Yeah. And I think that's what he's getting a lot of jealousy, man. That's all it is.
Brother say, who me? Look, so this brother just put in the super chat too, man. Look, you come to Sosua, you see them yellow steps. That's who Flip Flop is. The girls go, welcome to Flip. Or you hear that? Look, I don't even count you being in Sosua till you hear "Welcome to Flip Flop."
Right?
That's when you in Sosua.
Hey, that's the best
tell
thing
you.
to hear in the world. Welcome to
That's the
Flip
best thing.
Flop. They
Let me tell
every
you, look.
10 minutes.
Finally
Yeah,
here.
look, that's real talk. Now, look, that's real talk. I don't consider myself back in the DR till I hear that. I could be in the DR, but when I walk past them steps and I hear "Welcome to Flip Flop," damn, I'm back. I'm here. I am here. So that's a good thing. So, and that like me and OJ talk a lot about stuff like this. I want OJ to experience it, but I'm coming with him. We gonna do this, and me and OJ gonna hit Cuba together. And anybody else that wanna come, but I'm gonna tell you, man, I really appreciate Flip. That's why you hear me give him props all the time, because he's a solid brother.
Flip some stuff in the chat for
Yeah, I'm open the line up. Let's open the line up, man. Let some
Yeah, I
brothers
think
talk.
Uncle Rico want to come on. He said we don't want to give him a chance to push back, so let him on.
I'll let Uncle Reed. Look, let me just read the super chats right here from my brother. We got a $4.99 super chat. Bros, new guy here. I'm loving the energy and y'all got going. I'm a Navy guy, 100% ready.
Navy.
Man, shout out to the Navy. Man, you got that 100%. You can live around the world. Look, man. Yeah, look, bro. I'm telling you,
right there for you guys.
Oh, look. So my brother Gents is you from the Navy too, huh, Gents?
Yeah.
Shout out to the Navy, man.
Yep.
My brother Erwin, peace, fellas, black men are to Sosua, what Bill Russell was to the NBA. Ron, thanks for all the Airbnb hook. Yeah, I'm always hook brothers up, man. Shout out to you, brother Erwin. Look, man, I appreciate the super chats. This is one for I don't know if it's on Jay or one of your other brothers because it's linked. Oh yeah, so on Jay, Black chairman. Oh Jay, you can read your own super chat.
Showing to you, Jay, for getting monetized. Hey, Ronin, I would like to connect with you and the Faceless YouTube.
All right. Well, wait. Now this is a good segue. Look, Chat GPT just got it. Look, this is about the. Can we just keep it a buck? No, let me show y'all brothers something, man. Chat GPT just got this is for the Faceless YouTube crowd. Are y'all ready? It just got an update. Watch this right here. Check this out. Watch this. Hey, I'm on a live stream with my panel. Can you give me some ideas to start a Faceless YouTube channel?
Absolutely, Ron. For a Faceless YouTube channel. Sure thing, Jan.
Look, I'm sorry I interrupted you. Can you start again with a Faceless YouTube channel for my brothers?
No worries. For a Faceless YouTube channel, you could dive into topics like travel guides, share insights and tips for exploring new places.
Hey,
culture, food, and
look, I need to interrupt you. Watch.
He's about to argue.
Watch this. You can interrupt me. Hey, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but can you teach my guys 10 words they need to know in Spanish?
Absolutely. Let's get into it. Here are 10 essential Spanish words. 1. Hola. Gracias.
No, go into something deeper. Look, something deeper.
All right, let's dive deeper into some useful phrases. ¿Dónde está? Where is? Great for asking directions. ¿Dónde queda? How much does it cost? Handy when shopping. Estoy buscando. I am looking for. Useful for finding specific items.
Well, I'm just showing you guys. Look, now with this is your Faceless YouTube guys. The Chat GPT thing now has updated. You can have whole conversations, at least on mine. I pay for it. You don't need a Spanish tutor anymore. You can talk about anything. Like you can just go for hours. And it will teach you a language. You want to learn Russian, you could do it fast. You could do it, man. Shout out to you guys. Look, my brother King, and I'm about to open it up because I know brother Cam got to leave too. Been in Sosua 2 months, all good vibes. But one night at Roomba's, the owner broke a brother's phone and recorded mangoes. And look, I have saw that too.
They don't play that in there.
So, Brother King, I have thought certain things like that, but at the same time, we shouldn't be doing it. So we got one more. I guess it's for Uncle Jay. Passport, man, with the $10 super chat. Uncle Jay is in the ocean right now. Yeah, he is. Look. Let's drop the link to some brothers right quick.
Ronin, I'm good too. Class got canceled. My professor's sick.
Okay. Oh, you're good. So, and I'm gonna drop the link for brothers to get on. Look, I'm not saying. Look, let's just say this. I'm not saying that ninjas are just free to do whatever they want, but I think that too many of us hate on each other all the time. I see men.
I agree with that.
I see men hating on each other, man. And I think when you hate on black men as much as other men hate on us, you open it up for other people to hate on us. You know what I'm saying? That's just what I believe. You know, so
I wish Jay was still on.
But we got Sarge. Look, Sarge, man. Sarge, what up, Sarge? What up? Sarge, did you go to Santo Domingo?
Whoa, yo. What's up?
What's up, Sarge?
What's good with it?
It's all good, Sarge. Let's about echo. Let's see.
Hey, Rob, mute your mic.
No, so that was Gents echoing a little bit.
That was Gent. My bad, Rob.
So Sarge, why do you think people blame us for everything? You know what's going on is now you know more than anybody on the panel the stuff that's going on in Sosua with the whiskey and rum. I woke up the other day to so many emails of the guy. And look, I've saw the guy. I don't know him personally, but I've saw him. Me and the guy was in front of his spot before he went to Thailand, and we on that. So I think and maybe he's a good guy. He might be, but I think he overspoke and put it on us because every time I'm in Sosua, I see white dudes wilding, everybody wilding. So what do you think? And I'm gonna open it up after this where brothers can get on.
Yeah, so real quick, black men have been blamed for so much. It stems from the United States.
Yeah.
Okay, you look at the news. We're getting killed in the streets for selling cigarettes. Our young men are getting shot in parks for playing with toy guns. We've had that stigma in our country since the beginning. So then when you top on the media, like I think I put in the comments, Hugh Hefner ran a prostitution ring for 50 years and he's an American icon. Okay, everybody knows. Come on, man. Like everybody knows what was going on in that Playboy mansion. Okay, just because he put him in a magazine makes it better. So that's been the stigma for black men for a long time. And then when you get media involved with it, when they're only showing us doing bad things, they don't show the leadership in the black communities. My father was a Black Panther. We all know how Black Panthers were looked at within the United States. They were considered domestic terrorists. But if you look at American history, the worst domestic terrorists in American history has been white men. That's a fact. Oklahoma City bombing.
Shout out to white men. But damn, that's true.
Hey, no, I'm just speaking facts. It's not a shutout. It's not a shutout, but that's a fact. The atomic bomb was dropped twice. That was not by black men. Okay, so let's get away from that. It's just that we've been perceived that unless look at what happens to our athletes when they make a mistake. Brett Favre been stealing from the welfare in the state of Mississippi for 30 years, and he's still on TV crying. I'm talking about he got a mental issue, and nothing's happened to him. Michael Vick go to jail for fighting dogs, go to prison. Like, come on, man. Like, the difference is more black men are prosecuted for the same crimes than other races in our country. That's the only difference.
Man. That is
we get prosecuted at a higher rate. It's not that we're doing anything more or less. We already don't account for a majority of the population. So that's the only difference. Everybody knows the justice system. This is not a conversation that needs to be had with any race in America.
All right. So look, Sarge, I dropped the link. Any brothers want to jump on? So Sarge, let me ask you something, man. As a person living in Sosua, do you see one race doing all the problem? Do you see anybody? It could be anybody on any given night, any given Sunday that gonna go wild. Look, I know me in Sosua. Anytime I've been in Sosua, I've saw it's been any given Sunday. I'm saw black dudes act crazy, white. I saw anybody do something crazy. You know what I'm saying? But I did drop the link.
The only difference I see is other races do it in secrecy. They do it in a different way. You're gonna see all of that out here. You're gonna see, and again, it's not a shout out to any particular race, but they just do what they do different. I've been out with the majority.
But given it, look, let's give an example.
Crowd.
Look, let's do a give a difference between a black person, and I know you're qualified to do it, between a young, let's say a young black dude doing it in Sosua and a Canadian dude, a Canadian brother.
The major difference to me is that the Canadian brother is perceived that he's really not a threat. See, what I believe is a lot of people are scared of black men. A lot of people are scared of what we're capable of. Every race doesn't have a LeBron James or Serena Williams, these big, strong, healthy, like people are scared of us, man. And I think that fear of how physically intimidating a black man can be, not saying white men can't, I'm just saying the appearance of that is what, when they see us cutting up, it's like it's gonna take 3 of us, especially the Dominicans. It's gonna take 3, 4 of us. But when you got Peter over there, with 115 pounds and can't bench press a gallon of milk, then they're like, oh yeah, we can handle him. Like he's not really gonna.
So you talking about in the club setting?
Yeah, no, I'm just being real.
So you talking about Peter down there at Jolly Roger acting up that night?
They're like, man, get Peter out of here, man. Somebody put Peter in the cab and get him home. Like we don't want to whoop him up.
Yeah, so they gonna let Peter act crazy at Jolly Roger, but if you at King Roomba's doing this, maybe they gonna look twice.
Yeah, they're gonna look twice. I mean, it's just a perception.
Yeah, they're gonna look twice.
That I think
Sergeant is right about that. I don't know if you guys remember that joke from Dave Chappelle when he said why black people don't make good terrorists. This is exactly why.
We know.
So
everybody cutting up out here. I done seen African brothers. I done seen everybody.
That's what I was saying. I saw everybody doing it.
Everybody cutting up out here, man. They just move. Everybody moves a certain way. That's
all right. So we got the brother Rico. The floor is yours, big dog. You got the floor. Salute.
Hey, let me first come into the conversation. Say good evening to all the gentlemen on the panel. Appreciate being led up to come up and speak. And Ronin, I wanted to first come into the room and say, I know this is the first time you and I are conversing, and I think we've had some differences in the past because I'm the guy from the Dominican route that had said some things in the past. So I want to apologize to you coming out.
Oh man, I ain't know what it is, but I appreciate it.
Because I should have taken the time to have had the conversation with you first before I said the things that I said.
Yeah.
Now I felt the way that I felt about it, but
yeah, I
didn't give you the opportunity for you and I to converse. And for that, when I think back on it, I'm like, hey, that wasn't cool. But for me, I think it kind of fits in with this conversation that we're having.
Yeah,
because we're having this conversation about is it black men's fault? Yes or no? So I just want to set the table to say that I am a black male traveler. I'm 60 years of age. I've been traveling all my fucking life. I own a home in the Dominican Republic. I don't go to the DR. I built a fucking home in Punta Cana. Not in no Sosua shit.
Hey, not to cut you off. Try not to curse so much for YouTube, okay?
Yeah. Got to curse. Yeah, YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube will demonetize.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. Appreciate it.
They're limited.
Appreciate it. I don't want to mess up your stream. But still, just in saying that, I'm just trying to give people a little bit of my background.
Yeah.
Being an older person who travels. My wife is a Latina. So I'm not married to a black woman. She is an indigenous Latina from El Salvador. So I'm very versed in the Hispanic community. But just so we can level set it, so people are also like to do the whole, oh, you don't know about black women. I've had 2 black wives, 2 African American wives. All of my children are unambiguously black. So I'm well versed in that community. So what I'm sitting there saying is, when I listen to this conversation and people go into the whole concept, I think all the kerfuffle is about, is it black men's fault? Yes and no. I don't think we can go, and I've heard that tonight. I don't think we can go, oh, black men ain't had nothing to do with it, because that's bullshit. We know they have. They didn't do it all, but they didn't do nothing. We're not going to pretend like, I had put in the chat, we're not going to pretend like the situation when I sit there and say, I've never been to Colombia. I've never been to Sosua. I know too goddamn much about Sosua to have never been. That is a problem. And I didn't get that from white spaces. I got that from black spaces. My algorithm is generated around black spaces and black content creators who are putting out information about Sosua, good and bad, mostly bad. And if we're going to sit here and have an honest conversation and pretend like, oh, well, we might not, I'm like, come on, bros. I mean, come on. That's all. I ain't even come up here to mess anything up, but we got to stop bullshitting. Like, again, I built my house in 2020. I'm going to go to Sosua in January because I've never been, because I said, I got to see this shit for myself. But
yeah, try not to curse, but you gonna look. All right, but what happened if you come to Sosua and you have a great time and you see the brotherhood that we talk about?
I absolutely know I won't, but I'm gonna find
out. Well, look, I'm telling you that you will.
Wow.
That you will have a great time.
See, but the issue is you're already going into it with a negative connotation.
No.
Like me saying, hey, I'm not going to enjoy South Beach because I always see all these people acting the fool in South Beach. You may not be looking for the same thing, but you can go there and still have a good time. And I'm looking for that. I go to Sosua all the time. I don't do I don't like clubs. Everyone knows I don't like drink. I don't drink. So I go there. I eat my food. I hang out with my guys there, dap them up, ATVs. Then I go.
Let me ask
Everyone
you
is not there just for that reason.
And that's true because Cam didn't drink. Cam was there with us.
Cam.
He didn't participate with none of that, and he was just cool, you know.
Question, Cam.
Yes, sir.
Do you have to go to the south side of Chicago to know that you won't have a good time?
That's true.
No, but
I'm just asking.
Oh, wait. Let me
know what's over there, though. But look,
Uncle Rico and Cam. What if Cam want to go to the south side of Chicago and get an Al's chili dog, and he got the best there? He might have a great time eating a goddamn Al's chili dog.
No,
like Cam went to Flip Flop and got some of the best wings he ever had in his life, and lemonade and whatever else. That don't mean you got to clap cheeks while you there. That don't mean you got to do anything, because Sosua is bigger than. Look, I'm just trying to show you the other side. Look, I was like you. Look, Uncle Rico. Let me say this right here. I didn't go to Sosua for 2 years because I rather regular women than I do mangoes. So, but I was like, man, I ain't trying to go to Sosua. But when I finally did, I'm like, dang, this place is way different than I thought. And when I got there, the brothers welcomed me in, like the brothers Gent on the Go said. I was like, wow, this place is really good. It's way better than what I thought. So I think before you judge a place, like I can't judge Iceland because I think it's cold and freezing and it's full of white folks until I go to Iceland. Now, when I go to Iceland, I can say Iceland, Finland, Iceland, Greenland, I can say it's not for me because of this reason. But you got to go to a place first before you judge it. You know what I'm saying?
I'll tell you this, Ronin. Okay. The reason why I'm looking to go to Sosua is for all the reasons that people in Sosua don't talk about. You know what I'm saying? I honestly, when I travel, I don't travel for the same reasons you guys travel for. I'm married, so I ain't traveling for no pussy.
All right, well, why are we traveling? Hold on, like you just judged the whole family.
You just trying everybody up here.
No, wait.
No, you're not gonna do that, bro. Like you prejudging. Like, first of all,
you can't prejudge everybody.
Let me stop you. You talking about all
Okay,
the
but
things
hear me
people
out,
don't
hear
go
me
to
out.
Sosua.
Oh, wait,
You
hold on, sorry. Let him
Right.
let him finish his spot, then you go, sorry.
So now what I heard in that statement is that's the only reason to go to Sosua.
No, that's not
what.
true.
Okay. So stop for a second, because what I'm sitting there saying is I prejudge places all the time based on other than women. You know, like the weather. We all do it. Y'all sit here and acting like, oh, I don't go there because they're more country. Y'all always do that. That's the human condition. We go to places of interest to us. That's all I'm saying.
Wait, but what's the y'all? Look, because hold on, wait, Uncle Rico. Hold on, I gotta push back a little bit, Uncle Rico.
Let me finish. I'll stop.
All right.
Sosua doesn't have the same interest to me because I'm not going for the same reason that you guys go. But I think there could be a lot of other reasons to go to Sosua for that y'all never talk about. I heard I heard it has a wonderful beach.
Enrico, look. As a person, like now, I have a place outside of Sosua. Sarge lives in Sosua. I've lived in Santo Domingo. I've lived in a couple of places on the island. Now, look, all these brothers who know me, maybe you don't watch. What have I told all brothers? I'm just gonna put it out.
Okay.
What have I ever said consistently about Sosua I love the most?
The Brotherhood.
Anybody?
Brotherhood.
The Brotherhood. Look, I never once said that, Sosua is the best place to go deal with women, because it's not. It's so far beyond the best place. It's the worst place to deal with women. It's the worst place on the whole. And Sarge said this the other day. So look, I give you the benefit of the doubt because maybe you don't watch us, whatever. We saying the opposite. Like, we actually in agreement. Like, this is the thing. Right. But like, we in agreement. We agree on we're saying the same thing you're saying. Like, Sosua is so much more than clapping cheeks and going dealing with these. Look, Sarge, look, I got to put Sarge on the spot. Sarge, you can tell people all the time. So I was like, don't deal with these when they wear the same tights. So look, we are actually on the same page. That's what the thing.
I agree.
That's my conversation. We on the same. Look, most of us on here are not pushing that cheek clapping and prostitution and all that. We'll tell you that's the worst place to go. Brother Rod, any of us would tell you, looking for something serious, hey man, go to Santo Domingo, go here, go other places. Brother Ryan is at the bottom. He got his whole channel about dating in Santo Domingo. Right. Sosua,
I see Travel Time with Ryan. I watch it. I'm sub to your channel too, Ryan. I'm sub.
Oh, I appreciate it.
So to be honest with you, I'm not spouting this shit in a vacuum. I'm telling you guys.
No, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
What I'm saying is, people who are on the outside. I'm an outsider because I've never been in Sosua.
Okay.
When we're consuming this information, all we know is what we know. And what I'm trying to tell you, the same as television or anything else, what's projected is what's shown or what we see. So if all the content from all the content creators, and it's undeniable, revolves around what? Why are you blaming me for thinking this shit about it?
I'm gonna agree with you. I'm gonna agree with you there. Because I agree with you here. If you say, for example, if I tell my mom like I'm going to Sosua, she's gonna like, what the hell? Why are you going over there for? Because that he's not lying. But what I'm saying, Uncle Rico, is like, say if I'm going to what's that place? Thailand. When I see Thailand, I don't see any black YouTubers. I only see the white YouTubers. Until recently, when Zoom to Thailand came out, that's when I started seeing the black guys go out there. But before that, I was seeing the white guys at Pattaya. They was all doing the same thing, talking about, the women here. I'm seeing old white dudes with 2 women walking across, European guys with 2 women. Medellin was the same thing. The first person I seen from Medellin was white guys and an Indian dude doing that type of content. I think Sosua is, again, this is because you're in black spaces. So yes, this is what you will see here. And when you're trying to entice guys, it is the most popular. If you see the creep cam or anything, Sosua is the banging spot. But if you go to Cartagena, you see the creep cams there, it's the banging spot. Medellin, banging spot. Pattaya, banging spot. This is what attracts people to go to those areas.
But Cam, what are they? What is the content? That's all I'm saying.
Women. No, the content is women. I 100%
thing.
agree with you there. It's women.
And that's all I'm saying is it's like I'm getting smacked in the face because I'm saying all y'all do is talk about women when all the fuck y'all do, not this panel, but the majority of the content. We're not gonna pretend the algorithm.
I'm sorry, I'm getting some feedback.
What's being pushed out?
I'm sorry.
Hold on.
Everyone mute themselves real quick. So
everybody mute themselves. But that's the thing, Uncle Rico. Most people only want to hear about women. That's the thing. Look, I work in real estate. I own multiple houses. I own like I'm not no broke ninja. I can live anywhere I want in the world. But if I talk about, let me give you something. And we need to blame YouTube. Cause look, I can make a video, and I'm quite sure you saw this, Uncle Rico. You can make a video tomorrow talking about anything, and it gets maybe 50 views, 60 views. But if a person walk around and film these chicks who saw us talk about with these dusty tights on, YouTube will show this a lot. So I understand why people they equate black men with Sasua and this and that. But as a person who lived in Sasua, did everything, I see more white men doing the stuff. But look, this is I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm not even trying to even stunt nothing. Now, this is real talk. It's not even black American men who's doing the creek camming as most. We all know that. Like we know who it is doing it, but I understand why the brothers doing it. So
They're
I don't
black,
really.
though. They're black.
Yeah, but
They're
I
not
don't even
American,
judge
they
them.
are black.
Yeah, but I don't judge them.
It's different. Yeah.
Now I judge YouTube for it more than anything.
Okay.
I'm saying like because now I believe the Dominican government will stop it, just like the Colombians
100%.
trying to. I believe they're going to stop it. And in my videos, that's why look. You watch my video, I can tell a story, make you laugh, but I show the beach. I show me walking. I don't show women on my videos because one, I live with one. Two, I don't have to because I have a God-given gift where I can just tell you the experience that I went through and we have to go through that. And any dude that know me personally, I tell men all the time, learn the culture. If I learn the language, Dominican Republic is the best place. Look, my stuff is so good to the Dominican government. Don't reach out to me and say, thank you for showing our apartments. You showed this. I bring thousands of people into the DR. Dominican government have told me I do a good job. This is crazy. Look, as far as the immigration office have told me, hey man, thank you. Because I'm showing Piantini. I'm not showing the hood. Like most of my videos show, I don't know how many Airbnb videos I got showing the best areas. I show the country in such a good light that the government told me that I do. You see what I'm saying? So I'm always going to be like that. But at the same time, I think that, and here's where I agree with Rico in about the whole thing, that I think that too many of us are linked to sex tourism. But I told it a buck. Now, think about my first video. I said, look, I met regular women, and I met from the first video. I said, look, man, because this is something, Uncle Rico, you got to realize. A lot of cats that's coming to DR, they don't know. You need somebody to tell them what they're going to go into, because a lot of these dudes coming out, they just been married. And look, before you answer, brother Rico, I'm gonna let my brother Ryan jump on, and then I'll let my brother Brooks jump on. So, hold on, brother Rico, brother Ryan, you got the floor, big dog.
What's good, man? What's good, y'all? I just wanted to say my piece, show some love to the panel. Salute to all you brothers, man. DR is a beautiful place, man, and it is what you make it. It is what you make it, man. Don't believe everything you see. You gotta go experience it for yourself. You know what I mean? That's what I say. And another thing about the whole black people thing, I think what it is, man, is when people talk about us, it's kind of like it's like if I got a brother and he's doing something wrong, I want to check him. I want to check my brother. I don't want to hear other people checking him. You feel me? I check my brother. I deal with my brother, and I ain't gonna feel comfortable other people talking about my brother, because that's family. And I feel like that's what happens a lot with us. We hear other races and other people talking about us, and it quickly offends us, because it's like, man, if we gotta check them, let us check them. Man. Y'all don't come on here checking them. You feel me? I think that's what it is with us.
Yeah. So you saying So did you see that video with the guy, whiskey and rum? Did you see the video talking about Sasua?
I did.
What do you think about that video?
I commented on that thing. It rubbed me the wrong way. I ain't gonna lie. It kind of rubbed me the wrong way. I was like, because at first I was trying to come into it with an open mind. I'm like, all right, let me hear the brother out. You know what I'm saying? Because I be talking stuff like that too. I'm gonna keep it real. But then when he started going into the whole black this, black that, I was like,
yeah.
Some people, like, you could tell that energy is like he had this on his chest for a while. He wanted to say something about, you know, black people for a while. That's the energy I got from him. You know what I'm saying? It didn't seem genuine.
Okay. Yeah. You think he just came out with it? It was something built up and he wanted to say it?
That's how I feel about it. It didn't, because there's sometimes like white dudes could come and they can give some constructive criticism, and I could agree. I could be like, yeah, he ain't lying. But when he was talking, you could see the energy in him, like he was disgusted with us or something. You feel me? Like that's how.
Look, he's way in Thailand. That's the thing I was looking at. Like, look, my old lady brother works for the government, and everything he told me was contrary to what he was talking about. Everything that me and my brother-in-law talk a lot, and you know, he works for the government. And what he told me was a lot. Some of it was creek camming, but they're trying to change the image of Sasua. It wasn't nothing to do with black men at all. Dominican, they wouldn't say anything but the key. They weren't saying nothing about black men in Sasua at all. But go ahead, brother.
I think something wrong with his mic.
Yeah, it might be something wrong with his mic.
Can I ask you a question, Ronan?
I'm not here. I got a phone.
I just wanted to say this, and I saw the guy Whiskey and Rum's video, and I understand how black men feel about it, and I get
Mark,
it.
I'll let you go next. Go ahead.
I really do. I totally understand. I understand all the black men who feel a certain kind of way about it because of the messenger, right? But if you go back, and the video is still up, and you go through all the comments, nobody's addressing the message. They're all addressing the messenger, and I get it.
Flip addressed it. I think Flip did a good job.
That's a fair criticism. But my question is, and I had even commented on the video, the exact criticism and words that he used, I had said the same thing 2 to 3 years before, and I'm black. And you know what they called me? A fucking hater. I said the same criticism.
Stop cursing.
Okay,
try not to curse.
Well, apologies. Apologies. I curse too much. Apologies. But
61 years old, you curse on this man's channel.
Try not to curse.
Said apologies, sir.
It's okay, brother Mark. Let him go ahead.
61 years old.
He's amongst brothers. Look, I don't know how to chant.
He's talking his mind, y'all. Just
let him talk. My brother Mark.
He just came up here with butt hurt, but that's okay.
But over here, you're welcome.
I apologize.
You can do your thing.
Ronan, I apologize.
You're okay. You ain't got to do all that. Go ahead.
Okay. So again, I said the same thing 2 to 3 years prior, and it was rejected. And I said it in a way. So a black man, remember, now we're here talking about us holding each other accountable. Mm-hmm. So 2 to 3 years prior, a black man tries to tell other black men, we got to watch ourselves. We got to watch how we move. Because I saw it coming. Oh, you a hater. You old. Okay, fine. Now, 2-3 years later, Mr. Charlie said, it's all about it being white. But I'm like, wait a minute. The message is the same thing. I get the Mr. Charlie part. I get that. I'll accept you there. But you didn't listen to it when somebody black said it, and you won't listen to it if somebody black says it tomorrow because you don't want to hear it. That's my issue. So again, are we holding each other accountable, or are we just letting stuff slide?
All right, so let me ask you
looking the other way because it's a black person?
No, I get you. So, Uncle Rico, how can we change the image of black men? Now look. I think women will always be selling that pudding. In the United States, they sell way more pudding than the DR and other places. So how can we change the image of, you got the first question with that, Uncle Rico.
Well, so it's not about to change images, to change behavior. That's all it is. We have to change our behavior to change the way people look at us in any community is in how we behave. So all I've ever asked Black men, I want more Black men to travel. I don't think enough Black people travel. I want Black men, Black women, Black children. I want all of us to travel because I think traveling globally is a benefit. But we can't travel and act a fool. That's it. Plain and simple. Full stop.
Okay. So let me say, look, again, all right. So if Black men traveling all over the world, and Sarge, I'll let you take this with Uncle Rico. No matter what we do, I think no matter what we do, you can do all you want. You can work harder than them. You can run faster than them. You can do everything you want. They still going to blame us for anything. Look, if you go to Colombia, and I'm not saying there are men, Black men who've done things, but I saw the Black community condone them. I haven't saw one white guy make a video about these white chomos going to Colombia, messing with these kids. Now, look, in the DR, dudes mess with kids. I saw Dominicans beat ass. And I done saw Dominicans and Black people come alive. So, look, Uncle Rico, from what I see, we in agreement on most things. We are in agreement on most things.
We are.
I
Not
think
everything, but most things. Yes,
no, but on most things, because I believe that people should have the right to do whatever they want, long as they. You heard, I'm always consistent on my channel. I believe people have the right to do what they want, as long as they're not messing with kids and they're not doing anything that crazy. Don't disrespect the culture. But if you want to be part of Trickeration Nation, if you want to pay for women, that's your job. I don't care nothing about that. If she a grown woman, so Sarge, you got the floor next. Then we'll go to Rod. Then we'll go to my brother Gents and Cam. Sarge, you got the floor.
So real quick, let me defend Sosua real quick.
Go ahead.
Okay.
That's why I came to you to do that.
I'm a 40, soon to be 45-year-old Black man, retired nearly 20 years, served my country, went to 4 different wars. I have 4 kids in college. I bought 5 houses in the States. I've been married 3 times. I have never hurt nobody in my life unless I was paid to do it. Let's get that out the way. And I came to Sosua for peace. So when we sit up here and try to pick out the one thing that everybody, because of the creep cams and everything else, say that's what's wrong. I've said this on another live. I've met more Black millionaires in Sosua than I ever met in my life. I was walking today to go grocery shopping, and a brother stopped me and said, "Hey, you're Sar in Sosua." And we sat there on the street for an hour and a half and talked about our children, talked about starting a basketball program out here, talked about how Flip is doing school drives and all this other stuff. I had the same conversation with that sister that made that video talking about the same thing about Sosua. And anybody will tell you, and she'll tell you herself, what I did is I took that young Black woman out and I introduced her to some of the greatest Black men I've met in Sosua. And she told me, I'm going to have to go back and change my perspective on what I said, because all I seen was Bailey's, Roombas, and the casino. No different than if you go to Vegas and you stand on the strip and say, all these people in Vegas is cutting up and this is bad. I want to go in the casino and meet a woman that don't gamble. I want to go on the Vegas Strip and find a woman that ain't selling her stuff. I want to go in a marijuana place and find a woman that don't smoke weed. That's what I feel about Sosua. So to generalize the whole Sosua, especially for a brother, an older brother that's never stepped foot here, brother, I promise you, if you come to Sosua with your wife, I will introduce you to a Sosua that you will go back and look at and say, I don't know who out there cutting up. I can introduce Cardell, Flip. I can go on and on. White, Black, Jewish, whatever. Brothers that are out here helping this community, bringing thousands of dollars into this community, rebuilding schools, helping people, feeding people. When they had the flood, all the people, all the Black Americans that was out there feeding these people, buying them groceries.
Sarge, look, even me, I spent $500.
I can keep going. So this
I spent $500, and even with the laptops, I bought laptops for the schools, did everything. And look, look, in my heart, I love Santo Domingo more than Sosua, but I've spent this. So look, I'm telling you, Uncle Rico, I'm gonna tell you something, man. You will like when you come to Sosua, don't go by and that's what Sarge so passionately saying. That look, even I'm telling you, I didn't go for 2 years because of that, because I felt like you. I'm like, man, I ain't trying to go to Sosua at all. But when I went there,
I just want to respectfully respond to the brother.
Yeah, go ahead.
Here's the thing, Sarge. I agree with you. I don't disagree with anything you're saying. What I said earlier, and this is where the wires get twisted, and I told Brother Cam, what you just said is not the narrative that's being pushed out. The narrative that's being pushed out about the place that you love and so rightfully fight for is the complete opposite. So to people who don't know, we're left to believe the negative because that's all that's being told.
No, but you're right. But we don't push it over here.
That's what I'm saying.
But
look, on this channel, we push that. We don't.
You gotta also look at the delivery, the person that's delivering the message. Like, you know, we're all intelligent to know that if I want to get information on real estate, I'm not gonna go to a drug dealer. Like we got to understand that. Like, we got to simplify this. If we're talking about these creep cam YouTubers, or Ron's channel is some of the reason why I moved out here. Ron's channel is some of the Ron's channel could have possibly saved my life and or a lot of other veterans that live out here in that sense, because of what he puts out. We are grown men on here. So yes, all that is good to look at, but we were coming out here for the same reason as maybe a younger man, or maybe what we call a simp, or somebody that's looking for sex. It was for peace of mind. And the North Coast in the Dominican Republic is one of the most beautiful coasts on the planet, number one. All these hurricanes and stuff swimming around the oceans, they haven't had a hurricane in 100 years. They ain't been a war in 100 years. That doesn't sound like a peaceful place. Like, the women around here and that, I guess I want to say, that reputation it has, we have a worse reputation in every other city in the United States. This is no different than any other city we grew up in. So to say, because this is why I got passionate, because you didn't say, the way you said it was you grouped everybody into one. And you grouped everybody into one. And that's where I think a lot of brothers felt some type of way, because no brother on here is out here just for that. I guarantee it. Guarantee it.
Can we ask the young brother Devontae and RA, who's younger than both of us, what was their introduction to Sosua through the internet? And that's all I'm just saying. I'm just trying to sorry.
Hold on, Devontae, you kind of echoing. Look,
what you're saying. I'm just trying to say that if it's 20-year-old me or 20-year-old you, we type onto the computer, we type Dominican Republic, what's going to be fed to us? Right. That's what I'm saying is unfair. I agree with everything you're saying, but Rico, if a brother look a little deeper and you looking a little deeper, they don't know.
I don't know.
No, but let me ask you something, brother.
Real quick. Devontae, do you feel that way when you met me in Sosua?
No.
Devontae, what did we do in Sosua when I met you, brother?
So we literally talked about the different business. So just to kind of start, I got there. My perception about Sosua, I actually got everything through Ronin's channel. So just kind of looking at it, a different way. And I was kind of deciding on whether to go to Cartagena first or go to Sosua. And what brought me to Sosua first was that Brotherhood. And and my thing was, if I'm going to go somewhere first, I might as well be around guys that, I speak the same language with. There's more of a commonality there and everything like that. So when I got there, of course, the women are there as well. But I think for me,
hold on. Where the women at? The women in our mind are way in the back burner. It's the Brotherhood first.
My question is how did you first hear about Sosua before you met Sarge? That's what I'm saying. It's like,
what was your introduction, basically?
In the States, when they first hear about the DR, they don't know you, Sarge. They don't know me. Yeah. They don't know Ronin. What's the first thing that they pick up is the negative, because the negative is what the algorithm feeds us. We got to be honest about that.
No, I'm not saying that, but the negative,
not necessarily.
the algorithm is mostly from.
Does.
But no, I make YouTube videos every day, so the algorithm is a part of me, and I'm telling you. So look, let's take one of my videos. We could take, and we could take a Creek Cam video. Yeah. So look, we could take me and Cam, any of us. I can make a video get 5,000 views. That ain't nothing. But a guy can walk around following booty cheeks, and I'm gonna tell you something. It's not against us. He'll get 280,000 views, but it's not us that. But I'm telling you, on Rico, it's not us that doing it. Why you think I switched to doing more live streams? Because of that reason. At least I can interact with my community. We can have these discussions, and I'm good with it. But if I go right now, I got every kind of camera. I got the glasses right here. Look, I got the glasses. Look, I got the glasses. I could walk around Sosua right now. I got a house in Sosua. I could walk around following dusty mangoes all day and put it on the internet, and I make 10 times more money. Exactly. I make 10 times more money than I make. But I chose not to do that. But I did tell my story. I was just honest of what happened to me. Hey, I went to Santo Domingo. Hey, man, I knocked down. Look, I'm going to keep it a buck. I knocked down some chicks. And I was like, hey, my thing was like Harry Tubman. I'm like, oh, wait. You dealing with that over here? Hey, man, you can come over here and deal with this. But I never showed the women. I never disrespect the culture. I showed the beauty of, that's why I attracted so many men to the Dominican Republic, showing the beauty. Now, Creek cameras showed another side that I never showed.
But that's what I'm saying. So whether it's a Pudo TV, a KBS, or whoever it is, they're going to get 10 times the views that you get, Rona. We got to be honest about that. So what I'm saying is that's the introduction to most young men, Sarge. So I agree with everything you're saying. I'm just saying you don't get to them until after they come.
No, but look,
that's the goal. That's how they get here. They get here because of females. And like Ronin said, I did 2 videos, right? I said the real Santo Domingo barely got 100 views. Yeah. And I did a video of a chick hollered at me on the street because I was walking to my aunt's house in Dominican Republic with flowers. A girl hollered at me, and I put "girl hollered at me in Dominican Republic." 800 views. So that it's not what we can do about it. And I understand the brothers.
Yeah, it ain't us. It's
not
YouTube.
Us. It's YouTube.
So what I'm saying is, again, and I don't care about what nobody say nothing about me. The reality is fight the fact. The fact is the fact. And again, there are some things. No, I'm not too old for nothing. Yeah, I was there for the newspaper. I'm still here for the internet. I know it all. You better hope you motherfuckers get to 60. It's a blessing. The reality is that it's not your fault, Sarge. It's not Ronin's fault. But we cannot, all I will sit there and say, it is not Black men's fault. But we're not innocent either. Everybody plays
you that.
part in the negative.
You're in a spot where we all
include us.
No, we all in a spot that we all agree on. Jay,
Yeah.
I know
we all agree with
we agree with it. We all agree with that.
Yeah, we all
Brother
agree.
Rod, do you agree with my brother Rico? Brother Rod, I agree with you. Look, bro,
Listen,
Rico, we all agree. Black men are not off center. Look, I don't know, man. We hold black dudes accountable over here. Look, Sarge, you know, we done had so many conversations. Be like,
about
man,
these ninjas. About these ninjas, bro.
Yeah, the ninjas. We hold conversations.
I
Look,
text
Rico,
Cam
man.
today about some ninjas.
Look, I'm just telling you. Look, we have this kind of Rico. Maybe you don't watch it enough. Now you're welcome. You're welcome over here. Is the other side of the coin. Look, from now on, I put this out. Rico, you're welcome on the channel. The other side of the coin. You're welcome.
I will say this. I am the other side of the coin. But one thing I will say, for people for you gentlemen who are in the passport bro space or the travel space, whatever the case may be, that's great. And of course, you know, you have people who support your ideologies, that whatever. But I'm going to tell you, there is a silent majority of Black men travelers who just don't say anything, who feel exactly the way I do. I'm just willing to vocalize it and to speak up. So it's easy because I'm one, to say, oh, he just went. Bro, my Rolodex is deep for brothers of all different ages that just like y'all do when you get offline, that hate the shit that we see. They hate the shit that we see, but they just won't speak up. And I get that. I respect them. I'm like, brother, don't speak up. It's not your space. You don't care. You want to live your life. That's fine. I don't mind speaking up. But there are a lot more. I just don't want, I don't think everybody feels the way that I feel, but everybody doesn't feel the way that I feel. It's both sides of it. And that's what I think we should be more open-minded to it. But if you don't, then fine. Believe everybody is with that shit. But the government did what it did when whatever they're doing in Sosua, it ain't because of nothing I said. I promise you that. It ain't. Nothing I said.
I told you why they doing it. They want to clean, Sosua.
They gonna gentrify that motherfucker.
They've been, they want it to be like Punta Cana where you live at. Out there with your house, they want, it's by business. Business over cheek clapping. But look, they didn't eliminate cheek clapping. They just told you to go to the pink zone. So
we got mad cheek clapping in Punta Cana. But what it is it's enclosed the same way that I heard it described with the pink zone.
Yeah.
That's how it is in most, it in Santa Domingo.
I just seen the creep cameras in Punta Cana. Make some videos.
Yeah, they got creep cameras there.
It's coming. I just seen the video the other day. I typed in Punta Cana. That was the first thing I saw.
But here's the thing, Cam. It's a pink zone. It's a particular space where it keeps concentrated. Same thing in Santa Domingo, Ronin. They don't have that shit everywhere. They concentrate it in certain places because other places they don't want it.
Too.
They don't want it. Same thing.
Yeah, Santa Domingo's awesome.
But Sosua is similar. They're all in that one area. Because you walk outside of that area over there, you won't see it.
I don't know. I haven't been, you
got to go check it out.
No, but
Raw has something to say, guys. Let Raw go. Raw has something to say. Go ahead, Raw.
Yeah, but let me say this, Raw, before you get on. We about to stop anyway, man, because we ain't gonna go all night. But look, Uncle Rico, when you come to Sosua, you're welcome. Sarge will welcome you. You come get with us.
Wow.
I'm gonna tell you, when you come drink with us, and let me tell you, now look, you bring your wife.
No, I'm just saying
about the experience.
I will be back next month, I think on the 10th. But whenever you come back, Uncle Rico, you're welcome. And I'm gonna show you, and Sarge gonna show you, Flip gonna show you. You're gonna see the other side, and you're gonna see what we're talking about. Look, yes, I agree with you on certain things. I do. Mm-hmm. But boy, when you come and you see the side that I've always talked about, that brotherhood, you're gonna sit there talking your smack, and you're gonna be happier than you ever been because the cats are gonna be around. You're gonna see all the cats with you. They're gonna be laughing at you on Rico. You go like, dang, this is awesome. Look, Rico might say, look, sorry. Rico might tell his wife, hey, we gotta move to the North Coast.
I hope and pray, because Sarge, I'm definitely gonna look you up because I know you live there, so you're there year round. So when I come up in Ronin, I hope you there. I'm definitely gonna link up, reach out to you brothers, let you know when I'm coming in town. And we can have a drink at Bailey's Rumors, whatever the case may be. Because
we're not going to Flip. That's the two places we.
I'm definitely planning on going to Flip.
We're going to Flip with my brother and Cordell. We're gonna go to Wings and Waffles and Flip.
Yep. No matter what my position is, the only reason why let me tell you this: the only reason why I sit there and said that I have reservations about Sosua is, and I tell everybody, is me and my wife. We're very bougie, and if you black folk, if you're older folk, you hear the term bougie, like, oh, them niggas uppity, right? So I grew up poor. I grew up dirt poor as a motherfucker. So when I got out of poverty, I'm like, fuck it, I like the good life. Fuck this shit. Oh. So you know what I'm saying? That mentality is what I'm just sitting there saying is, so even when I go overseas, if I go to Europe, I'm always looking for, I'm just looking for the better life because I just
come to Ocean Village, just like what you live in.
It's just that
Ocean Village. Come to Ocean Village. We got you, Ocean Village, Sosua, and you're gonna be in. You're gonna
and
be.
I just haven't seen that online.
Go look up Ocean Village. Country don't look like that.
I would just
go look at one of my videos. The country DR don't look just like Punta Cana. There's a lot of bad spots, and that's what a lot of people don't show, and they'll never show that.
That's what
I'm used to. Truth. No, I agree with you. Like I got.
But Rico, go to Ocean. Go look
ahead,
at
Rob.
Ocean.
I don't want to keep going. Rob, you for an hour.
No, you cool. Go ahead.
Yeah, Rob, go ahead. But look, Rob, look. On Rico, make sure you go look at tonight. Go look at Ocean Village. Get you a spot there. It's beautiful. It's right down the street. And man, you will love it. Your wife will like it. Got everything. You got bars, restaurants. Man, they got everything you want in Ocean Village. I mean, look, it looked just like Punta Cana. Okay. I've been to both places. Okay. You will love it. But brother Rod, you got the floor before we stop. Man, shout out to all you guys that's here, man. A lot of guys here, man. Hit the like button, man. All you guys that's here. Hit the like button.
Listen, I ain't gonna say too much on it. Like, you know, SARS touched on a lot of stuff. And like I said, I listen, I'm always open to listen what other brothers gotta say. So, you know, listening to Rico and everything like that. Like the thing about it is, man, and it's not just YouTube, it's every damn where, to be honest. It's sex sells. And that's the thing about it. You can act like it don't. It does. You know, we see it on TV, movies, social media. It don't matter. That's why Instagram be crazy with women half naked or whatever, so they get their views up and stuff like that. And they likes. That's the norm. But like Sarge said, because Sarge lived there, I didn't visit there a few times. And other brothers have been there a bunch of times also that's on this panel and that's in the chat. It's like Sasua, the number one. Like when I went there, yeah, I knew about the ladies and all that other stuff. I just wanted to know what Sasua was about when I first went. I was like, I hear a lot of stuff. I'm not the type of person that just because you say this or you show me this, I'm automatically be like, well, then that's what it is. No, I'm the type of person I'm gonna go see for myself. And when I went, the ladies was the last thing. Like honestly, like it was women around or whatever. But for the most part, I hung out at Cordell's spot. I went to Flip's. I didn't meet Flip. I gotta get up with Flip next time I get over there. But
get up with Flip.
So I got to hang out at day spots and stuff like that. And and like I said, it was all about the brotherhood. I was chilling on the beach with a couple brothers, didn't know from a can of paint, and we were just sitting, drinking, talking. Ladies walking around, we wasn't breaking our neck or nothing like that, and the women, when you're on the strip, they might, depending on what time of the day, you might get some attention. But for the most part, the women ain't, unless you come to them, they ain't worrying about you. So it's like at the end
you look at them. If you look at them, they come.
Listen, if you lock eyes, that's a wrap. Yeah, you can't keep your eyes down. Do not.
Yeah, you looking like look. I be like Ray Charles over there, looking like
you gotta look at Stevie Wonder. You gotta look in the clouds, like
you gotta be sideways. Look, Sarge. If I see one I like, I might be like, but we do it like that.
I'm always cross-eyed out here for that reason.
Yeah, man. You good, man. But look, man. Go ahead, Ryan.
But no, I was trying to say, man, like, and I agree with. Listen, Ryan is a saint. Like seriously, I'm gonna give you your flowers now, man, because there's a lot of brothers that's doing a lot of platforms because of you. And me and you had a conversation the other day about that. And I told you, man, I said I wasn't coming back to DR if I never saw your video. I went to DR the first time, had a bad experience, and I was like, I'm not coming back here. I'll go somewhere else. And then I saw your videos, and that's what made me look back into it and, get with the group and everything like that. And fast forward now, I'm transitioning to moving to DR now. So it's like, all this all changed because of you, to be honest, and stuff like that. And I told you that the other day. But like I said, the thing about it is with Rico, like I said, everybody, entitled to their own opinions, and I understand you looking from the perspective you seeing it from, so I get that. But like I agree with Ryan, like once you get over there, man, you get around them brothers, man, and you realize like, damn, all I saw is just, that's just some side stuff, whatever, and stuff like that. Yeah, them dudes are putting that stuff up because they try and make money, so, and they know sex sells. So they like, if I videotape these little mangoes walking around or whatever, I'm gonna make this money. And they making their money fairly, but that ain't the case over there. And like I said, like,
look, here's the thing. Many of us don't agree with that at all, like showing the women. We don't agree with that. Over here, many of us are against that. To the certain, like a lot of us talk about it, man, you shouldn't do that. I even talked to one of the most famous ones. I'm like, hey man, but he told me, hey man, I don't have no money. He like, this is how I feed my family, and I left it alone. And I say, all right, I understand. If YouTube and the Dominican government will let you walk around all day and show booty cheeks, that who am I? Who am I to try to stop that? So I say, you know what? I'm just not gonna do that because of that. I just rather just tell stories. I got a woman just told me a story. Boy, this is crazy. American sister moved to Santo Domingo with her husband, and in a month he disappeared. And y'all just saw this stuff with the woman bought a man to. I don't know. Y'all saw this. The sister bought the man to the U.S. and in 2 weeks he was gone. So, I tell these stories and stuff so men can understand and women can understand. Because look, contrary to things going on, my female viewership is going up. So many women.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah. Okay.
Ron, I want to ask you a question. Ra and Devontae, can I ask you guys what your age is? I'm not trying to sun you or no shit like that. I'm just trying to just do something that I want to think about. How old are you both, young men?
I'm 44. I'll be 45 next month.
And Devontae?
26.
Okay, so I don't have a YouTube channel, right? And I'm just trying to like think of something out. Now, if I was to start a YouTube channel, I'm living in the DR, right? And Sarge, you work with me. So now I'm trying to create information about people coming to expat to live in the DR. What information do you think is most useful to you? Because you've never been in the country. So I'm asking both of you young men, what information do you think is most useful to you to pack up and move to another country that your ass ain't never been to? What do you think I should be telling you?
I mean, what I'm gonna sell to them is I'm pretty much gonna let them know how, the beautifulness of the country. They got beautiful beaches, is landmarks and stuff to go to, different stuff to do there, and of course do the currency rate and everything like that. That helps out a lot, because if you are expacting, you making only a few dollars or whatever, that money is stretched way longer when you're over there than if you still in the States. Those are a few of the reasons why I'm actually packing up and moving over there anyway. And and I'm quite sure, like Sarge probably know way more. He's been there long, and I'm quite sure Ryan and other brothers know. But just off of my take from being over there about 3-4 times now, those are the reasons I would push. And on my channel, that's the thing that I'm pushing for. I'm not really worried about the women thing. Like, I speak about it, but my main thing is about you having your peace of mind and traveling abroad and living a good life. That's the main thing I preach on my channel.
Before you start, great
answer.
Hold on. Look, like on Jay said, it depends on your needs, which is true. Because some cats, look, I ain't gonna lie, some cats striking out in the US and they traveling for the clap cheeks. That's just it. Or trying to find a woman. Like, look.
Okay.
Let me tell you, Rico. Look. No, listen to me, Rico. Look, just real talk. Just today. I have over 16,000 subs, so that means these dudes will bother you. You will talk to cats. Now, look, all you dudes that's on the channel with me now, besides Rico, know I've talked to you personally. We get hooked up. You call me, Rico. When I tell you, I talk to hundreds and hundreds of men. Most men are trying to find a wife like you have. They want something better. They know the things in the United States are not as good as they want, and the average dude that I talk to, unless he's very young, it's like, hey, man, I want to come to Santo Domingo or whatever in the DR, and eventually I want to find something good. My whole thing was telling dudes, hey, man, this is the 3 type of women you're going to meet. You're going to meet the good, the bad, and the ugly. You need a person doing that. Now, look, not saying a dude that's just talking about, hey, man, prostitutes all day. I always told the dudes to 3. I say, look, from the first video of me, I say, man, I met a woman named Nicole. She's awesome. Then I met one named Dirty Diana. I didn't know
Dirty Diana.
Yeah, but look, nobody told me I was gonna meet a Dirty Diana. Nobody told me I was gonna meet a Nicole. Nobody told me jack. So I made it my business to tell cats, hey man, these are the people you're going to meet. Whatever you do with that is on you. But most men I meet, I ain't lying to you. They like, I've been to more weddings in the DR than I've ever been to in the United States. That's real talk. Cats meeting women and getting married. That's real talk.
But my question is, I think what RA said was great. There was no problem with it. I just want to hear now, Devontae, what is the information you think you need to hear?
So my situation is a little different. Obviously I'm a little younger than everybody, but also I was in the military too. So, when I got there, the Brotherhood was big, and obviously talking to Sarge and everything about the benefits for the veterans, because I didn't know that. I bumped into a lot of the older vets and hearing them, talk about the benefits, and you could actually live here and, get the medical treatment that you need and everything like that. So I'm gonna be going back in January, but I'm actually gonna be looking to move next year just because of the benefits. So obviously, that the one key thing I will say about DR and a lot of these other countries that brothers go to versus the States, and Ronin talks about, guys, they have the big Shirley and everything like that. In the States, guys get what they get when it comes to the women, they get what they can, right? And I know for me, just kind of seeing like the men, in Sasua, it wasn't about, obviously the women were there, but the mindset of like, they're here, they're not going nowhere. There's beautiful women everywhere. So the stigma of like, oh, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. Everybody's just chill, relax. It's not going nowhere. It's not, what's the word? Like scarce. It's not scarce. Like in America, it feels like it's scarce. And I think that's why so many men are stressful, because that ties into so many different things. But when you come to Sasua and a lot of other places, you don't get that same feeling. You get almost a peace of mind. And I like the fact that I see men are men, and men are moving how they should. Obviously, you have knuckleheads and stuff like that, but from what I've seen, you see solid dudes, and you meet a lot of solid guys. I mean, all these guys right here on this panel, these are some solid brothers. Some of them I met in person, and that's what I've gotten from that. And any information I can, I'm gonna pass that on, because that's what I'm looking to do. And like I told, I'm like a hybrid, so I got a little bit of both. The mango treatment, and also I actually dealt with a regular girl, so I got that experience as well. So whatever you're looking for there, you're going to find it. Some guys are just looking to have fun for a short period, which is cool. I have fun with them, but I know at the same time I was looking to get information, and that's the difference between me and like some other guys. Like I was going there, vacation and everything, having fun, but getting that information, because I know there's things that YouTube can only give you so much, but actually once you're down there and you're retrieving that information, you won't get that unless you're there.
All right, great point. Hey, Ronan, can you do me a favor? Can you pull up Rose Zanero's point at the end, the last comment? Okay. Because this is what they do. And Sarge, I want you to work with me, okay? So again, what did they say? I'm looking for a weak point, super sneaky. Okay, you can take it down now. And what I'm sitting there saying is, what both of you gentlemen said, there was nothing wrong with what you guys said. But what I'm sitting there saying is, what did I not hear? Like you brought it up, Devontae, okay? Ronan, are you a veteran?
I'm a veteran, but not the way y'all guys are veterans.
Okay. No, only I'm saying, because I thought what Devontae brought up was a very valid and a good point. Yeah. And it's not just DR, it's Thailand, it's Colombia, it's India.
Yeah, anywhere you go. Brothers
are not speaking about to the veteran community, which is a large part of the travel community. Am I bullshitting, Sarge? Yes or no?
That's my whole page.
No, but look, Rico, you gotta understand this. No, but look, wait, hold on, Rico. Look, hold on. Let me say this.
I'm not saying you.
Audience, no, I want you to understand something. My whole channel is the veteran community. Like from the jump,
Right.
Now, look, I want you to understand my whole thing from the jump. Anybody know me? The two groups I said
Truckers.
that I give more praise to from the jump, the veterans and the truck drivers. I've
So let me ask you
always
a question,
those are my
Let me
communities.
ask you a question, Ronin.
Go ahead.
Devontae came to the DR through you. He didn't know about that veteran information until he got there.
Yeah, exactly. Or watching
that's
my
what he
videos
told
because
me.
look, no, but
That's
let me
what he
tell you
told
something. You watch my channel on Jay. Look, you watch
I'm not
from the
beating
day
you
I did
up.
a live. No, let me explain so you understand. Because maybe you haven't seen. If you go back to my channel from the first live streams I've ever done, it was full of veterans. I mean, look, it was so full of veterans that so many people thought I was a veteran from the first. I'm talking about black cleaner.
Your last videos, Ronan, you know that.
No, but I'm just saying, look, I've always promoted that for a reason. Because most of the people who can go move to another country are veterans.
Yes.
They got their 100%, got whatever they got. That's why I've always promoted it, because most of the men that I met in my travels were veterans. So I always pushed that out. The first dudes that supported me were veterans. So I've always put those guys out there from the time. If I made any kind of videos, I've always showed that from the jump. Never. One thing about me, man, I keep saying I've always been consistent.
Right.
What you see is what you get. Nothing different. Nothing. I never did no hocus pocus. I never changed up. I always told people that every woman here is not a prostitute. I always said the best about the country. Never like there's so many people that dog DR, Colombia, Brazil, and they all prostitutes. I never did that. I always say, you know what? You might meet a few prostitutes, but there's great women in these countries. And that's why my channel grew in a year and a half. I got over 16,000 subscribers because of that.
Yeah.
In a year and a half. Think about this. Niggas been having videos for years.
Yes.
In a year and a half. Why you think so many men resonate with me because of that reason? That's real talk.
What I'm saying is I only pointed that out because Devontae said he didn't find out about the veteran stuff until he got to the DR and tapped in with Sarge.
But Sarge come through. Look,
I found
Sarge
on his channel though.
But look, here's the thing. No, but this is the great part about it. Look,
I'm not
might
trying
not understand it. No. Look, hear me out, Rico. This is the good part. He said he found my channel. Look, this is what this channel about. You seeing it right here. This is the great part about it. He came. If he come through my channel, I'm not a military guy, but Sarge is. On Jay is. And if he comes through me and me, Sarge, which so many do, Sarge, I contact you 2 days ago and I say, what did I tell you? I say, Sarge, this person is a military guy. And he wants, look, this is on WhatsApp, not YouTube or anything. A guy reached out to me. He said, Ronan, I watch your channel. Do you know anybody in the military with that I can talk to? You know what I say? I know 2 men. I say, I know Jay and I know Sergeant. So if my measure as a man, as a black man, is to link you up with another black man who knows how to get your 100%, that's my measure.
Which is
I done hand the baton to Sarge, or I done hand the baton on Jay. I done did my part, and I'm happy. I can go to sleep at night and say, damn, I done helped this brother. You know?
Okay, Ronan, you do understand, if I'm just a viewer watching your channel, right? This is what I'm talking about. I'm just a viewer watching. I didn't reach out to you because here's the thing is, as a YouTube content creator, you know, you have people who engage with you, and we know you have people who just listen. And if you don't and I'm not saying it's not your responsibility because that's not your lane. You're not a veteran. So that's what I'm just sitting there talking about. So when I sit there and ask Devontae and Rob, like, what information would you need? I was like, hey, these guys are veterans. They might need to know about veteran information. No, I also didn't hear either one of them say, and I'm not blaming you guys. I didn't hear anybody say, okay, well, I would know about housing situations because this is a country you've never lived in. You don't have any idea what the housing might be.
Yeah, but that's already done. Look, see on my channel.
No.
Look, on my channel, you already know where to stay at. No, hold on, but I gotta
We
correct
gotta
you before
talk
you go
about it.
into
Is
it.
what I'm saying.
No, but look, I talk about it. You know how many Airbnb videos I got?
Okay.
Go look on. Look, wait, log off right now or whatever. Go look at. I have Rico.
But stop thinking I'm talking about you. I'm not.
No, but I want.
But
But you're on my platform. You're saying this, so I want you to understand. Look, my channel. I tell brothers. I have a group. Look, not just the 16,000 people I got here.
Mm-hmm.
I have a group with another 7,000 people. I have a whole another travel group. Brothers stay in my units. I tell them, I got brothers coming to DR staying safely in all kind of places. I have thousands of people. I'm not just no dude on YouTube just talking crazy. We ain't got no subscribers. I'm not a little fish. Like when you come over here, I'm gonna link you.
I don't care about that.
No, I'm just saying I link Cats up. No, I'm just saying I link Cats up, and dude, the reason why Cats rock with me so hard, I say, hey man, stay here. You get the best rates. You're going to be safe. That's why. That's the secret. I tell dudes. I've always showed people where to stay at. I don't want brothers getting robbed. I don't want my thing. And look, here's the thing I want you to understand. Mm-hmm. I don't want you to come over here thinking we Batman villains where we on the same side you on. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes brothers think we on opposite of them. We're on the same side. We just want black men at the end of the day want to be safe.
If I come to your channel and I'm thinking about, Ronin, I'm coming to your channel. I want to move to the DR. These are questions that's in my head.
Yeah. What
is the housing like? What is the health care like? Because I'm talking about moving. I'm not talking about going on vacation.
Go look on my channel. I got playlists for everything.
Okay, everything. Let me finish. I'm going to tell you the questions that come in my head that I would think any young or old man looking to go into another country, this is the shit that you should be asking. What is the health care like? Because we're so used to it back home. So when you go to another country, you know if you sick, you pay out of pocket or you fucked. We know that, right? Right, Sarge? Am I bullshitting, Sarge?
No, that's not true. You can have insurance.
I have insurance in the DR. That's the
No. I said if you don't have insurance.
Oh, okay.
No, but look, Rico, this brother said the same thing. The truth. Brother Roderick said, tell Rico, why don't you make your own channel? See, this is the thing this is my problem I had with a lot of dudes too.
So I can't say nothing because I don't have my channel.
No, but why don't you make your own channel?
Explain
and I will support you. Listen.
Yeah, that's all
this
you
the kind of guy I am, Rico. If you made a channel tomorrow, you know what I would be saying?
You built your own house. I'm curious how you did it. Because I would like to build my own house there.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. So look,
go to Raise. I'm on his channel. He'll tell you.
Look, if you was right now, if you made your own channel, you know what I'll be saying? Look, if you go in my descriptions right now, not only do I have these brothers in there, I got ninjas descriptions channels on that's not even on tonight with us. I would put look, and your channel was called Old Crusty Ass Rico. It would be in the description still, whether I agree with you or not, because that's the kind of guy I am. Look, me and you'll be good friends. I'll be drinking with you, talking to Rico. I don't like what you said. Look, we'll be good friends because that's just me. And I'll push your channel and I'll make sure you're successful.
My only question is, what does me having a channel do with me sitting there saying that black men that we say we all love, that we should all be looking out for? That's it.
You need a channel because
why?
You're gonna come across.
He's not if you type in on YouTube how to move to Dominican Republic.
Okay, so y'all just don't want to.
7 people show up. Why gotta be us 6 talking about it?
Why we gotta be the one?
You got Tommy Rice, black man. You got Jay Abroad, black man. You got so many guys. You're just not on your line.
Here because Ronan, you asked for an alternative view.
Yeah, you got it.
That's it. Other than that, I would have kept my ass in the chat and shut the fuck up. But you
can come. You're welcome.
You acted like you were honest about you wanted to hear an opposing view, and I tried to come up and respectfully give one.
No, but you got to be honest too, Rico. Look,
I don't have a channel.
We agree with you, Rico. Look, Rico. Look. On the things that you said that we agree with, whether it's me, Sarge, any one of us on the panel, didn't we agree with you?
Yes. I'm not pushing.
Yeah. So all we saying is Rico, and this was somebody else saying, say, maybe Rico need to get his own channel.
No,
and
I'm
you
not
can talk
doing
about
it.
what you want to see. Why wouldn't you make your own channel?
Let me tell you why I won't make a channel. Because I don't believe in the shit y'all saying. So why would I go?
No, it ain't about us. It's about your own. This is why you have your own channel.
No, I don't believe
Just
in the
use
shit.
a lot of words like y'all and
Yeah,
yours.
like get your own
Just
channel.
use a lot of
Sarge, listen what I'm saying.
use a lot of words that make people defensive. When you say what y'all are talking, hold on, let me finish, brother. We didn't let you talk.
Apologies.
Yeah, you talked a long time, Rico.
Okay, so there's a couple things. I'm not responsible for every man that's traveling to another country to give him all the information to make his life successful. Let's get that number one. These are grown-ass men that have their own jobs, their own whatever what they plan on coming here for. It might not be what I'm here for in the first place. Okay, that's number one. Me and Cam did a whole hour podcast, not a week ago, in Sosua, sitting at flip-flops. And that's all he did was ask me questions on what made me move here. Why did I move here? What was the process of moving here? How much does it cost to live here? Where do I live? He asked me, and Cam is about the same age as my son. Okay, so when you ask the other brother how old he was and what was his questions, that's all the questions Cam asked me, and he's the same age as my child. Not calling you a child, Cam. You know that I call you nephew.
I'm a kid.
But that's real. So I think what you need to understand is this is not just Ronin's channel. This is not just Cam's channel or Raw's or mine or anybody. We are a community. We are a community. So when you say we want us to talk about real estate, well, we can send you right to Cardell, who owns 2-3 restaurants out here in villas, and he can walk you through all the real estate. If you want to talk about healthcare as a vet, then obviously these brothers can come to me. That's why my channel is called Sar and Sosua. But let me let you know this: the person that put me on the healthcare system is a dude that lives in Sosua and been here 5 years. It's a white dude. Yeah. That's who I got the information from, and that's who I gave it to Devontae and the other people that when they came over here. So what I think kind of what you're saying, it's all the same, but what you're missing is this is a community of brothers. Like Ron says, we're not all experts at everything. I haven't even been out here long enough to act like an expert. That's why we talk about Flip and these other great brothers that have established things here. So it's not Ron's job to talk about real estate in Sosua when he doesn't live in Sosua. It's not my job to talk about certain things. I tell brothers all the time, I didn't come out here to build a house. I came out here to relax and enjoy, and retire at 40-something years old and didn't have to wait till I was 60-something years old. So that's what I'm talking. When these young brothers come out here and talk to me and this young brother didn't sit out there and chase no chicas. We sat on the beach and talked about veteran stuff and how to be safe and all these other things out here. So I think you need to understand this is a community effort. Like we used to have back when you were a child, back before a lot of us ever got that experience. We are creating a community for people to get the information. It can't be on one person to put all this out and to do all this. It has to be a community. It has to be a village, brother. And that's what I think Ron has been doing and all these other brothers on these platforms, young and old. You got somebody Cam's age, technology wizard, engineer, families there, speaks the fluent language, all these other benefits that us old ninjas can't do. So it's a community. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Hey, God bless that brother.
Cam always, hey man, you said this wrong.
No, let me bow down to Sarge because everything he said, I have zero pushback for. 1000%. Let me bow down to everything you said. No, I'm not saying because I have to. No, I'm saying I agree with it, brother.
Yeah.
I agree with it. Seriously, I'm being genuine. I agree with it. I think the only thing I would say was when I was saying my perspective, I wasn't putting it all on Ronin. I was just saying the content creator community as a whole. No, right. Ronin can't do everything.
Right.
Yeah. I just think it should be spread across the board. Yeah, that's it. But everything else you said, just spot the fuck on. Salute to you, sir.
Yeah,
that's
it.
Trying to help. But we about to stop. But look, I'm gonna let the brothers go ahead. Go ahead. You want to say something? Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, obviously you have with YouTube, you have so much information, and it just comes down to the individual. Like what exactly whether it's traveling or anything, comes down to what are you exactly looking for, and that you have to do your own due diligence and pursuing that information. If you don't, and you just just kind of floating around, then you're gonna get what you're gonna get. But if you're specifically looking for something, you have to go and do that work and find it. And some people are lazy. They don't want to do it. Okay, they're gonna get what they get. And then some people are gonna actually take that initiative and go ahead and do it, and they're gonna find what they're looking for at the end of the day.
Amen,
brother. You are 100% right, man. But we about to stop because we gonna go all night. We're gonna probably do it again.
Rico. We appreciate it, brother.
Yeah, but Rico, man, you're always welcome. I'm glad I got to finally meet you. I'm quite sure we're gonna meet you in person. Is a good thing. It's about the brotherhood. Look, we don't all have to agree with nothing, but we are brothers. And I look, me personally, I welcome people who might have we might agree with 99% of things. If we don't agree with one thing or two things, it's okay. I think this was a great. Don't y'all think this was a great thing tonight?
It was amazing. It was amazing.
Yeah, it was amazing. I think Rico, I'm glad you was here. But Rob, look, make sure you follow the guys.
If I ever have any disagreement with you, because again, when I came into it, I apologize for me talking sideways about you.
Man, I forgot all that.
Let me finish, brother. I want to. I'm trying to apologize. Goddamn, they won't even let me.
Go ahead, brother.
I was wrong for not giving you the opportunity to have the conversation with you before. So going forward, if I because I'm not going to promise you that you won't say some crazy shit. Because Ronan, you say some crazy shit sometimes.
Rico, look.
Let me finish. I will reach out to
you.
You
can call me, brother. Reach out.
That's what I'm telling you.
The brother got my number. If I say something wrong, look.
I'm telling you, I will reach out to you before. I won't say anything publicly. I'm like, Ronan, that shit sounds crazy to me.
I appreciate it.
And that's what I'm telling you going forward. Yeah. That's how we'll communicate that, like, come on, bro. We got to do better.
You're welcome. Look, I'm going to look at you like I look at me and my uncles them got in the fights. I love my uncles to death.
We going to get in the
drag out, knockout fights. I'm talking about bad fights. I'm talking next level, but I love them. Look, let me tell you something, man. I love all melanated people. One thing about me, you all. That's why, look, anybody that know me personally would never say that I ain't trying to help the brotherhood. I'm always trying to help. I don't care if a guy got 1 subscriber. What I tell you, man, come on my channel. We're going to grow it because you know what? Especially if I know you, hey, man. Sarge, Rod, you know me, man. I'm like, hey, man, make a channel. I help you. I do anything I can because I believe in, and just like the brother said, because I don't know everything. I'm just an old dude from the swamps of New Orleans. I'm just a cat like that. Grew up eating King Vitamin. You know what I'm saying? That's how I grew up. So that's me. Never tried to be nothing I am. But man, we're gonna stop it here. And this is the thing. Look, this is one of the greatest thing we got. We a brotherhood, and whether we streaming on Cam, Sarge, or anything, we link up together on J Rock. We all get the money from it. And that's the key. I'm telling you. Sure. Enrico, you make a channel. You're welcome over here. You can link up with us, man. But we're going to stop, man. Shout out to all you brothers that was here tonight. We're going to do it again maybe Saturday. It might not be me. If you see me, I might be on Unlimited Cam. I might be on Sarge, but we all together. Look, how you going to know who's leading it? They're going to be in the corner saying, hey, you go. Sometime we had a good video Saturday with Cam doing it. It was wonderful. We had video with Jay doing it. I want videos with Rod doing it. I want videos with Gent doing it. I want videos with Sarge doing it. And I'm going to tell you, man, we are sorry. I come back home next month. We're going to definitely get together. Man,
I see you Halloween.
Oh, yeah, it's Halloween. We're going to cut there. Let me tell you, we're going to cut up and we're going to have a good time. It's going to be awesome, man. Shout out to the chat. Appreciate all you guys for being there, man. Now, you know how we got to stop the chat, man. Poppy, you say you love me, but you don't give me no money.
You just have a great afternoon.
Hey, you too, brother.
Man.
I
appreciate you. Rico, man. You're welcome, man. I'm glad you came on, man. I appreciate it, man.
Have a great night.
Yeah.
You too.
All right, man.
And Friday, let's go stream.
Shout out to the stream.
Do that.
Yeah, we are out, man. Look, man, y'all brothers, hit me out, man. Hit me up. Rob, appreciate you. Cam, appreciate you. Appreciate all you guys.
Hey, thank you, Ronan. Thank you for having me. Y'all have a good night.
All right, man.
All right, Ronnie, have a good night.
All right, man. Appreciate you.
Pero cada día es la misma pelea constante. Me susurras dulces palabras al oído. Dices que me amas, pero sé
Man, I
que tu
appreciate all
juego
you
es
guys.
claro. Siempre se trata de los pesos,
Man,
el
look.
dinero que
We
necesitas.
need discussions like this, man.
Como es
Constantly,
una
brother
moneda
Rico.
sembrando semillas.
People might say, hey, look,
You say you
he
love
has
me,
a
but
perspective.
you never ever give me no money.
I love
Money,
you,
money,
brother.
money, 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 money.
Look, don't get in with me your money.
But you never ever give me no money.
Damn.
Money, money,
I thought I sent you the
money,
link, man.
money, 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 money.
I sent you up Saturday. Make sure you get on, man. I wanted to hear your perspective. Thanks on Jay. Make sure you follow all the guys.
Bailamos al ritmo de la bachata.
And we are out, man. Appreciate
Tus
you.
manos en las mías, moviendo nuestros pies. Pero el momento
Right,
se
one more thing, look.
desvanece y tus ojos lo dicen. No es mi corazón, es el efectivo lo que quieres. Me susurras dulces palabras al oído. Dices que me amas, pero sé que tu juego es claro. Siempre se trata de los pesos, el dinero que necesitas. Tu amor es una moneda sembrando semillas. Papi, you say you love me, but you never ever give me no money. Money, 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 money. Papi, you say you love me, but you never ever give me no money. Money, 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 money. Te di mi corazón, mi alma, mi tiempo. Pero para ti el amor es solo un signo de pesos. Ahora veo a través del brillo y el encanto. No ser engañado, no caer en tu trampa. Oh, papi, you say you love